Oh, no.
What is this, amateur hour?
Yeah. I need a piece of cardboard. I could write a message.
Don't do. Wait, is that it? Can y'all hear me
We got
now?
it?
Hang on, I got an audio input. Can y'all hear us?
Hello, hello?
All right, give them a minute. There's
Yeah.
there's no audio. Hang
What if
on.
the delay was like 2
Now it's good.
minutes?
There it was. I didn't have an audio input. Like a freaking idiot. Sorry, I
No
reset.
audio.
Dude, I had to reset everything. I've turned on Streamlabs. It was like Streamlabs is now Streamlabs desktop. I'm like, well, what does that mean?
I don't
All
know what that
right,
means.
we're good. That all. It only took a few seconds. Imagine if that would have been an hour and a
Awesome.
half in, and we're like just having a blast.
We're like laughing and having jokes, and then people come in and they're like, I
I
don't
don't
get
know
the
why
joke.
they're laughing.
'Cause I can't
Why are
hear
they
'em.
laughing so much?
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that we're good, can y'all can hear Corey too, right? Say something, Corey.
Yeah. I have a voice, right?
Can y'all
If
hear
I
Corey?
don't, just email me. But when you email me, write, hey, what's your website?
Hey, my lovely.
Because I love those emails when people email me and ask me if I have a website.
Oh, I didn't even put your website on here. Oh
Oh,
wait,
you
I
have
can
to
put
do
I can,
that.
I can pin it at the top.
Ooh la
Hang on.
la.
Here, let me sign in. Sign into chat. Open web browser.
All right, are people?
Yeah, people can hear you now.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, good. Sorry guys, it's been a minute. I forgot how to do this. Brian's like, it's been a while, Bill. Too much work. Didn't have time. Man, I haven't even been on. I haven't been on, Brian. Oh, hang on. I got to
Been
do
in
this whole.
isolation in the Alps.
Yeah, it's been rough for all of us.
All right, I'm opening this gift you sent me. Let's see. Oh, I have to read it again so they'll know that.
You don't have to. We don't have to go through all that, do we?
You don't have to go through. Well, there's a barcode. It says "Merry Christmas from Jeff Bezos." Thanks, Jeff. Thanks. Shout out to Jeff.
I might have sent Corey a little something for Christmas.
Oh, shit. This is an impressive bag for Amazon.
So stupid.
Wait, what'd you see? Is Christine messing with you?
No, I was
Oh.
okay. So when I look over to this, let's see if I can show you. So when I look over here, look. Oh gosh, I hope I don't disconnect everything. This.
Oh man, you have another monitor?
I borrowed it from my friend Brandon. I don't actually own this. He just let me borrow this. So shout out to my friend Brandon Boswell. He's amazing.
He just had it. He's like walking around with it. He's like, hey, I got an extra monitor. You're like, can I borrow that?
He's like, I
right.
keep this in my car. Like, why do you
Yeah.
keep that in your car, dude? He's like, because I'm always ready to game. I'm like, all right. Let's knock everything over. Man, I did this last second. It's a little something.
Yes. You're not sneaky though. When you ask me like, hey, which Mobius books do you own? I'm like,
No, I was actually being serious. I added all those on my Amazon, and the other day, that's the one I was like, oh, that's an art book. I was like, cool. I was like, I think he'd like that.
no, this is the comic.
Is that the real comic? I thought it was the art book.
No, it's art. Oh, cool.
I think it has 4 short stories, and then it has the art book.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
slightly different.
Man.
See, I am sneaky.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I thought it'd be something fun to look at. It strikes me as something like whenever you get an idea for like your figures or something you want to sculpt or mess with, and I was like, an art book would be neat.
Oh my god, this art is so good in here.
Dude, I'm very impressed by the stuff I saw. That looks really cool.
Yeah, Mobius is the man, or was. I think he's gone now.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you could still be the man, but like not be alive.
Well, he's As far as I understand, he was a man.
Well,
I'm not gonna email and be like, hi, the family of the deceased. I'd like to inquire about your father.
Yes.
Was he or was he not a male?
Like he was not.
I'm pretty sure at that point they just wouldn't even. They'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh, I had to do.
problem?"
Yeah, I had to do that today. Whenever I was, I signed up for the Peacock for my grandfather, so he could watch Yellowstone, starring Kevin Costner.
What? Okay,
Listen,
all right. Good
he
for
wanted the
Kevin
Peacock,
Costner.
the Peacock streaming
Sustainable.
service, and it was like I was like, my name is Billy Mahoney. And it was like, what are you? I was like, male, female, non-binary, choose not to say. I was like,
But did they? Yeah, they should have had it. Well, that's none of your business, pal.
well,
Right
what
at
is
the
it? I
bottom.
was like, what does it mean? I don't understand. I guess like, are they trying to? Is there something out there that like specifically like it's like, oh, this is targeted towards non-binary people. This is for
They got to
guys.
zero in. They have to find out who is watching that new Star Trek show to begin with.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
That I'm stupid. I'm sitting there trying to like, I'm like, who are they targeting with that? Because I want to know. I really want to know who they're pushing ads to for the people that are like, none your business. It's like, are they sending that to anybody?
Well, if you watch regular TV,
I
it's
get it.
just ads for like medicines you've never heard of with terrible side effects.
Everything has
You know
terrible
what I
side
mean?
effects.
I feel like you don't get those as much on streaming services, even if they're like free.
Yeah, I know. I
But-
agree.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
most
what?
of the time.
You know what I get the most of? And
What's
this is on when I'm watching YouTube. I get the most for that HIV. How to curb your HIV.
They're like, boy, we've got something for you, Bill.
And
You're
every
like,
time I'm like, I appreciate that you figured out something that's going to help those people. That's not me. And I skip it. If I skip it like 20 times, don't play it anymore. You can give me anything else. You can be like, hey man, you got, I don't know, heartburn. That'd be great. All right. Now I'll start seeing it for heartburn. Cause I'm like, yeah, I get heartburn.
if they played Pepto and you get to watch them do the dance and the song about them having diarrhea.
Oh my
That's
God.
funny.
Did I ever, Christine doesn't know the song at all. She goes, she's just like, it's that song, you know the song? And I'm like, what song are you talking about? She's like, it goes, diarrhea. That's the only part she remembered. I was like, because that's the only time you take Pepto-Bismol is when you've got the poops.
Now, can she spell diarrhea?
I don't know. Well,
that's a weird one. It's a weird spelling.
It's got an H in it, and that throws everybody off.
Yeah. It's never spelled like you think it is.
Diarrhea.
Yes, diarrhea.
Oh, I never showed you why you'd be happy for the thing I got. The thing that I lost in 2 seconds.
R.I.P.
Are you freaking kidding me right now? Oh, it's because
we've got Laser Pants, we got Samurai Chris, we got Brian Pena, Nick's in the chat, we've got Bob, we've got Ori. Who else? Where's the rest of? I know we have at least 8 friends.
We have 8. We have 8 people. I knew Samurai Chris would be here. If Samurai Chris wasn't here, I would have been.
We would have canceled the stream.
Yeah, I would have turned it off.
Yeah, you would have been like, well, Corey's here to stream, but Chris didn't show up.
Nobody's not like. No, there's no way. Like, this is a weird thing about like YouTube and streaming. Is like, for me. Like, and it's usually, I would say for us, it's like we have our, like a smaller niche of friends and group, and we're fine with that. We like that a lot. But in order to get like that big viewership, it is, dude, you've got to grind so hard. I feel so sad. Like, you know, I'm gonna talk shit about Wade real fast, even though I love Wade. Oh, no. I was sitting here a minute ago, and this background that you see right now that we're looking at, that everybody else can see. This is something I just did a minute ago because I was like, I wanted to have a little bit of presentation. Just the tiniest bit. I wanted to say casting came on the bottom. I even did a little gradient around you to match your green and black. I did this right here. I wanted a small bit because people have to see my face, because if they don't, it's a failed stream. You know, that's why they tune. That's why they tune in. Is for this.
Yeah.
But I wanted that tiny little bit right there, and I want to show the work. Like that's what I kind of would want, is like another screen up in the top. Like if we put our faces small and then our work, you know, big.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think that's
All right,
cool. And
I got to get another camera then.
well, I'll talk to you about that later on. I think I've got a few cheap options that we could figure out to make stuff like that work. But
Just,
but
like a head cam.
I typed yeah I thought about it, dude. I thought about it. I'm not gonna do that. I can't do it.
I mean, terrible.
Maybe
I laughed too much. They just
could you imagine us with just like a phone on our head? It's like, Corey, I can't do this. But I went to I typed in Unparalleled Universe. I was like, well, what is he doing right now? Like,
what subbed his stream?
Oh, no, I am. But, like I had to, you type in his name so you can find. I was like, I need to find his live stream because all I saw was actually a bunch of reviews. But I was like, what's he doing? What's his background and stuff look like? And it's just Wade, just kind of sad looking at his. He's like, let's talk toys, and I'm like, damn it, Wade. It's just a full screen. I was like, this dude, and I was like, that's awesome. You need zero presentation like that. I mean, his camera looks great, and he's got this nice background and everything. I was like,
purple
man.
On everything. Yeah.
When you've made it, you don't have to put more effort into anything like this crazy.
No, you don't. No, if you're a big YouTuber,
now
you don't even have to talk to other people when you do the stream.
That's actually the funny thing.
Yeah.
That's the one I found was just him. So obviously he doesn't need anything else.
Oh well, I just mean you have a guest on. And
I was running short, dude. I had 8 minutes. I was like, we gotta go. I was like, Corey, I'm sorry. I'm moving. Anyways, look what came in.
You got one. Cool.
I got one. I was wrong. I thought sorry. Ageless Geeks, man. He hit me up. He's like, hey dude, your Leon's in. I'm like, great. It was like that's 120. I was like,
and you bought I'm gonna tell you why I should have got the deluxe one. Because the regular and the deluxe come in the exact same packaging.
Really?
So the trays are just empty when you buy the regular one.
Oh, that is the saddest.
Gear. So you open it and you're like, oh wow, look at all this stuff. And then you go to the next tray and there's 2 items in it. And you're like, huh.
Oh, Corey. There's a lot of cool stuff in here.
He's got everything. You name it, it's in there.
Oh my God. I didn't know he came with the keys.
Yep. Yeah. Don't lose them. Don't need them.
Well, man.
Whoops.
I bet you anything, there's probably some molds out there for these,
Maybe. You know what, though? I thought about it. And I think I'm going to end up buying the second release of the deluxe one.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, I was like, because, I mean, if we... Well, I'm sure we could figure something out.
we could figure it out.
Although this would probably be a nightmare. I imagine.
Awesome. He came with that.
He does come with it? Oh, thank God.
He has both versions of Matilda. He has both his grenades, his knife, his flashlight, and his radio.
I have to say this is probably my favorite. That's my favorite accessory right there.
Can you read the text on it?
Bro, you can.
Oh, holy shit. That's amazing.
I mean, wait, I can too. I can read it too.
Oh, grandpa glasses.
Where are we at? I don't even know how to turn this thing on yet. I just bought it. There we go. Here we go.
It's got a laser that comes out of it, right?
You guys like... Oh, whoa, look at this.
Jesus. Oh, shit. Worst host
This is
ever.
amazing. These are...
Kills your retinas.
It says September 28th, 1998. Claire, if you've made it this far, you're almost out of the city. I've got to take care of something before I leave. But I need to tell you something in case I don't make it. This was all Umbrella's doing. Let the people know Leon Kennedy sucks. Oh, wow. That's weird. That's weird that it ends like that. I'm such a I'm such a Leon hate. That's crazy. I can't believe they actually typed
Yeah, that's wild.
printed that on there. And it's like, I think it's paper. I was hoping it was like a little piece of vinyl, but that's still really, really cool. But anyways, yeah, this was a big surprise for me. I didn't think I was actually going to be ending up getting this, and I'm so excited that I got it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I like how the boots still have articulation in them.
Oh, you mean opposed to like a Mezco Black Skull?
Okay, pose them. You'll see what I mean. Like they made the boots out of a soft material, and the ankle joints are inside, so you can still bend them any direction, even though they don't have a cut on the outside of the boot.
Okay. Promise you guys, I promise I'm gonna fix something, but this was a surprise for me today. So let's see what we got going on. I need to interact with you guys. Laser Pants, thank you for saying welcome back. I hope you're still in here. I'm so bad about looking. I need like the biggest screen, like teleprompter thing that shows me all of the chat.
Okay, so
Bob saying I'm in a damn mining helmet.
Yeah, well, that's where he's going next. Back to the mines.
Oh yeah, Bob, I told you I got a little box over here from I got a box from Corey for you, and he's like, "Why did Corey send me something, and why did he send it to you?" I was like, "Well, because
that's how I give gifts. I give them to somebody else."
I was like, "Well, because Corey sends like these big giant batches, and then we gotta just."
It's a big box. It's got stuff for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And they just have to show up at your house.
I think actually
they get an item from me, and they get an item from you as well for free.
I'm gonna be
right out of your room.
No. What? Oh dang, you're right. These boots are crazy.
Yeah, they're really well done.
I wonder if that'll. Hang on. I wonder if I can.
What do you got?
Well.
So when I'm on here, I can't see your.
I know you can't see the other one. I'm right now. I'm zooming in on. I wish I could share this screen with you.
I've got the stream up over here on my
okay,
phone.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. God dang, they did a really good job on this.
Mostly so that I can see the chat.
Holy crap, dude. So. I talk a lot of trash about Leon Kennedy. This is the only version that I really like.
Yeah?
Yeah. I liked Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 is a great game.
I think that 1 and 2 are those weird, like, they're game changers for the industry.
Yeah.
And they're kind of perfect games in their own, even with the flaws they have. Like inherent flaws make those games as special. It's like Metal Gear, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Metal Gear 1 is that like magic, perfect game that people look back with fond memories. But then when you try and replay it, you're like, oh my God, this is so clunky.
Yeah, it's like those old. It's funny too because it's like the guys that grew up on. Resident Evil 1 and 2 and those tank controls. And when we go back and play them, and if they've been updated like the newer ones, it's kind of weird. You know what was embarrassing, honestly, was I went back to play the Resident Evil, the updated version or whatever, the remastered, remade first one, and the first zombie killed me. I couldn't believe it. I was
you have to throw away your PlayStation.
Well, so I was always a Chris player. Like I like playing as Chris, even though Barry's my favorite character, and I couldn't get any other. You know, you don't get any Barry when you freaking play as Chris. It sucked.
Yeah.
And I hated that. I always hated that. That was like the worst. But I liked playing as Chris more. It was like more of a challenge, and I thought Chris used to be a really cool character. But, you know, that's how it went. But then I turned around. I've beaten the first Resident Evil countless times. Like ridiculous amounts of times on the PlayStation. Resident Evil 1.5 that they put out. And then
the remake?
The remake I've beaten twice.
that's such a good, like a perfect remake.
It really
Kind of
is.
like Resident Evil 2. That's a really, really good one.
Yeah, I haven't played through the second one yet. I'm dying to get through that. That looks real. I played the demo and I loved it. Loved it.
With the trend of doing remakes of classic games like that,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a remake of like Tomb Raider and the first Metal Gear, just because
That's
what
yeah.
else does Konami have? They kind of killed that franchise. Oh, whoops, zombies don't work in that universe.
Oh my God, what were they thinking?
Yeah.
What was that called? Metal Gear.
Metal Gear canceled.
Yeah, freaking! I'm Metal Gear not gonna play the stupid game anymore. Is what
Yeah,
it is.
no, nobody
Yeah,
did.
that was horrible, man. That weird. Well, and I liked the Kiefer Sutherland one, man. I actually liked the game. I hated the ending. I hated it.
Yeah.
I hated it. It wasn't
the
stupid.
switcheroo.
Yeah, stupid. The gameplay was amazing. Like you could turn that into another great. Like if you use those physics and the gameplay mechanics and everything like that, and you turn that into just remastered the first one,
Yeah.
I'm cool. I'm totally fine with that. I don't know. I don't know what they're planning on doing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how they could make what was that base called in the first game?
Shadow Moses, is it?
Yeah,
Is that
Shadow
right?
Moses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I can't remember. I don't know how they could make it into, because it was kind of an open world, but the storytelling was relatively linear.
Man.
How could you make it just where you can do whatever, whenever? That would be really cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's unfortunate because I think there's so many things you could do with Metal Gear at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Konami's weird now, and the whole thing with Hideo and
Well, he's got
Norman Reedus, Guillermo del Toro.
He's got Norman Reedus, Guillermo del Toro, and Mads Mikkelsen, and they helped him make a wonderfully boring game.
Some people love that game. I don't know, man. I don't know. I wasn't even really interested. Like I was kind of interested until I saw like Norman Reedus crying, holding a weird baby in a bubble. And then I was like, I don't think I'm going to do this.
The first trailer they showed for that game, it looked like a horror. I was like, this could be really cool. And then the game came out, and I was like, "Oh, it's FedEx the game."
Yeah, oh God, and it looked like FedEx the game.
The package is exactly the same.
Yeah, and it's.
Yeah.
I watched. I went to Clayton's house, and he's like, "Check this out," and he was playing it, and it was like he had like a little motorcycle, and I was like, "That looks like trash." Like I don't want to play that. Like I was like, I don't want. He's like, "This game's awesome," but he's Clayton. He loves it.
We have to hold in that judgment until after the game's been out for I don't know, a week, and then we can let loose and be like, oh my God, that looks terrible. I don't want to do
that. Look, Chuck Civil in here. He's like, hey man, I love Hideo Kojima's USPS. Hey, you know what? That's awesome. I think that's great. I don't think we can. Not all of us can agree on what games are good.
It's a meta concept. He knew that soon the postal systems of the world would be taxed by Amazon, and they wouldn't be able to keep track, and they would have to just drop your packages as they travel across country to get it to you. Oops, lost another one. Hey, where's my box? Back there.
After watching stuff, I sit there and I watch Donkey. And I'm like, oh my God, like this is how I'm pretty sure how I would feel playing this game. And I can't do it. I just can't. I mean,
it doesn't help that Donkey is a master of breaking those games too.
Oh, I know. I mean, you have to though, right? Like you have to be that good whenever you play that much. That's ridiculous. Oh, dude, look at this. This is the one I was telling you about. I'm fixing.
Yes.
That one I was showing you the other day. So, which is kind of nice, guys. I think today
Did you already repair it, or is he still?
No, I'm gonna repair it tonight. I'm gonna try to repair it tonight. I'm gonna go see this on Saturday with the wife. Excuse me. I don't know if he's in this movie.
Yeah.
I can only assume. Like, I'm trying to stay away from all the spoilers and whatnot. But I guess for Spider-Man, I don't really care. Clayton, on the other hand, Clayton said if anybody spoils this movie for him, even if he's in our like private group, he's gonna block them for life.
Oh my God.
So.
All right, Johnny can't say shit.
He's so serious. Dude, he's so serious. He looked at me so serious today, and I was like, I'm not gonna spoil. I don't spoil shit. I won't do that. And he's like, I know, but if anybody, he's like, what did he say? If anybody, if Anthony, I was like, oh, it's specifically Anthony.
He went straight to Anthony.
I was like, Ant doesn't spoil things on purpose.
He better not even talk ever again.
I'm gonna have to crack this thing open. This is gonna be rough.
Oh, you're already working. All right, I'm gonna move this to the desk.
Yeah, you can work. Yes, we're gonna get some work done tonight, guys. While we talk, I don't know. Ori might actually show up to the movie we're going to see.
What? You invited Ori to the movie? He's just gonna boo it.
No, I didn't.
He's as soon as Spider-Man starts, boo.
I hope so. See, that's so funny. Ori's like, well, he's like, if you'll have me, I'll show up there and I'll see it. I was like, dude, I'd love for you to be there. I was like, but
if you'll have me, what is this, the Fellowship?
I was like, I don't think there's gonna be any seats open. There happens to be 4 seats open, but none of them are near us. But I was like, that'd still be cool for you to show up. I would love for that to start up, or he'd be like, boo. I'm not start laughing so
hard. He hates this movie. I don't know why.
He hates it so much.
He goes, I love Spider-Man, boo.
Or he said anybody that spoils this movie for him will be dropped off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh my God. He'll do it too. He's serious.
He's done it before and he'll do it again.
That's right. He loves to kill.
I noticed that Bob said that he'll get his box in 6 years. I think that's hilarious, Bob.
6? It took him 6 years to move down here.
That's right. That's right. Actually, well, this is for all the local guys here, but Anthony's wanting to do a hangout at some point, so we'll all get together.
You can all visit Anthony, but you're not allowed in his house.
No. I mean, he said he wants to get. He said he wants to get together. I said we'll all get together, but not with
inviting everyone over.
Not Ant.
You have to bring your own food.
We're not going to Anthony's place. And he's not coming over.
You have to bring your own chair. You have to sit outside.
Listen.
Those are the rules. He told me.
I did that last time. I was like, I went and got a chair for Bob so he could sit in my freaking room with me, and we never went in the room. I was like, I can't get in here. But
in the office?
Yeah, there's no room. There's no. That's why. So I mentioned the other day, I was like, I'm gonna do another one of the garage sales.
Yeah.
That I did, and I was serious. Like, if you want, we could do something just like this. And if you wanted to jump on there with me, we could double sale. And
oh my God, I'll get stuff ready.
Yeah, start getting stuff ready. Kind of get it, and we can kind of go through that. And then I'm gonna have Ori come over too. So.
Oh man, does Ori have stuff he wants to sell? He'll never.
No, I want him to come over. I want him to come over and help sell my stuff.
Oh, good. Make
you know he can. You know he can. I know the man can do it. Because he'll sit there, he'll pose it up. That's what I want to do. I want to have a camera where it's set up on Ori posing figures. He'd be like, "Oh, this is dope right here. Look at this." A lot of people, don't like this.
What if every time you hand him a figure to sell?
See?
What if every time you hand him a figure to sell, he goes, "Nobody wants this. This figure sucks."
Then Ori's got to leave. Ori has to go. Then Ori shouldn't have stayed here.
This figure. Oh my God! All right, who wants to buy it?
Ori will probably walk away with a figure he really wanted that day, though, without having to pay for it.
That's right. Yep.
See what I'm saying?
You won't even know which one.
Nope. He's gonna. I'm gonna get. You know what? I think I might hook you up with that. That Agent Sharon Carter you've been wanting.
He's wanted it.
She is rare.
He told me. He
She's
said,
rare.
if Bill dies in a fire,
yeah,
make sure I get Sharon Carter. That's
bro.
what he said.
Okay, let's shift gears. Real talk. After we won't mention it. After recent events, Christine and I have been talking about. She's like, man. She's like, somebody. So a girl in her her nail polish group passed away, sadly, and her sister. So this chick had nail polish, right? Just like we got figures.
What was she doing with it? Is that the reason for her demise?
No, I don't know. It was let's just say natural causes. I actually don't know. But it was, it's a sad thing.
I like it that way.
She collected nail polish, and her sister knew that it meant a lot to her. Her sister could have been like, "Hey, come on," and she could have just trashed it. She could have had somebody take it all away, but instead she decided to sell
all of her nail polish.
Yeah, at cheap prices. At cheap prices to all the people in the community because she knew it meant, or give it away to people in the community that loved it. And I'm like, Christine looked at me, she goes, if you passed away, I have no idea what I would do.
She's gonna have to call Ori.
I was like, you're gonna have to call Ori, you're gonna have to call Corey, you're gonna have to call Anthony, and you're gonna have to call Clayton. And then I was like, shit. I was like, you know what? I gotta do
that order.
I was like, here's. Order? Well, I mean, yeah, all at once. Just do a big FaceTime. I don't care. But
in that order.
But I was like, what I have to do is set it up and be like, hey, so and so gets this. So and so gets this. I'll be like, all right, Clayton, because I was like, well, Clayton gets anything Batman. And she was like,
doing a live stream of your funeral.
Yes, that's what I told her. I was like, and you also, I was like, at my funeral, you have to speak. And she's like, well, you're going to be turning in your grave because I'm not going to do that. Like, she denied me.
At my funeral, you have to speak.
She denied me that. Straight up. Like, she's like, I won't speak at your funeral. I was like, well, that's bullshit. I was like, that's my dying wit. Yeah, she said she wouldn't do it. I was like, fine. But it was even funnier though.
Bad stuff.
Well, I was like, told her, I was like, Clayton gets everything Batman related. And she's like, yeah, I figured that. She's like, and Anthony's going to get everything Superman related. I was like, yeah, all 2 figures.
No, swap that around and let them fight.
So, yeah, Anthony gets all the Batman stuff. It's in writing. Bob, you're not going to bring shit over, and I'm not going to sell for you. If you're bringing stuff over, you're going to be here with us.
No, you're not. Or he's going to sell for Bob, too.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
He's going to model all of his toys.
I want Bob to model the toys now.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, Bob's like, I don't know who this character is. I don't really give a crap. It's like, Bob, you're not selling it, man.
He's like, I bought this. It took him way too long to ship it. I'm still mad about
kidding. Dude, his mummy.
That mummy was last year's travesty. Everyone remembers the travesty of the mummy.
Bob's
not the Tom Cruise one.
No.
Not that one.
No, that was
Bob's mummy.
I think Bob's is actually more of a travesty because
because it took forever and then he had to buy it from someone else.
I feel bad. He's like, I remember I talked to him about, I was like, I found this guy that was pretty, he's like, dude, he's good. He's a nice guy. I'm like, you had to buy it from somebody else? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God. Man, damn. Liddell, you can bring over your Transform. If they sell, I would be amazed. It's so hard to get rid of Transformers. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but the problem is that we have to come up with new names for them.
The Transformers?
Transformer names. Yeah, well, I don't remember any of those. So, Larry and Jeb, they're getting those names.
Oh, I heard a good one, and I really hope I don't offend anybody with this one.
Ooh. Here we go.
Kyler. Dude, Kyler.
Oh, Kyler?
Kyler.
Yeah, that's a name.
Kyler. It's not Kyle, it's not Tyler.
No, it's Kyler.
It's Kyler, bro.
With 2 Y's.
Oh, man. Kyler Ren.
I hope there's not a Kyler. If there's a Kyler.
There is. I saw it on a. I was watching a. He cheated in a video game.
Oh no!
Yeah, Kyler
you
cheated.
cheated? Was it on Call of Duty? I knew it.
Actually, it was, and he was taking Adderall. I guess that was a performance enhancing drug.
Oh my!
This is something I saw. I literally saw this last night, or I would not be talking about it.
If he didn't have the Adderall, he would probably just levitate, huh?
Probably. God. Are you going to get Spider-Gwen Mafex? I might make it best Gwen figure ever. Change my mind.
You should get it. You should buy it. I don't want to change anybody's mind.
I'm not changing minds here. I'm not out to change minds, guys.
Yeah. I'm here to cause you go bankrupt. Go to my site, buy some shit.
Yeah, just go buy some stuff. I don't care.
Yeah.
Nah, he's not Kyle. He's even Kyler than that. Dude.
Kyler than Kyle.
Kyler than Kyle.
Yeah.
So what are you working on right now?
I am painting. Okay, so I did a small batch of that Marvel Select Tony Stark head.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy here.
Ooh, that's a pretty one.
Yeah, it came out really well. And
it's really good.
So I did a small batch, and I realized that I've had enough of a response from them that I need to paint more before I list them on the site. So I'm working on 5 more right now, and hopefully I'll have these up before the end of the week.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I've also got some Captain America, the Bowen cap heads, that I need to match the blue to the 80th.
Oh, okay.
Of course, after I do those, next year we've got the 20th anniversary Marvel Legends cap coming.
Is that next year?
So I'm sure that I'm going to end up having a match to that one too eventually.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But that's all right. Did you pre-order that one?
I did, actually. You know, I went for it. I sat there for a minute and I'm like, I just feel that Mafex is going to do it. Like, is going to give us a nice Captain America.
Yeah.
But okay. So here's what happened. I got it's not the cap I want, honestly. The cap that I want is Invader's cap. I have.
Oh, you want like the old school?
Yeah, I want a 2-pack of Bucky and Cap because I have Mantis Namor. I've got Union Jack, and then I bought that new Human Torch who looks just like a Toro. So.
Oh yeah, nice.
So that's what I wanted. That's really what I want on my shelf is just the Invaders. I'm going through my figures. I'm gonna get rid of so many Marvel Legends, dude. I'm kind of
just because of the lack of butterfly joints.
There is the lack of butterfly joints, but also like I don't do anything with them. Like I'm not doing anything with these figures. Like I love my X-Men. So
listen, on your shelf behind you, you have figures that have never been moved since I've known you.
You know what's funny? Some stuff has been moving over here though, on this side.
It's been moving without you touching it?
Sometimes.
What kind of ghost is that?
Sometimes I walk in and there's something on the floor.
Classic haunt. I knew it.
Classic haunt. That's the twins, dude.
That's the twins.
That's the twins, man. Hey, I'm close to getting this that stuff going. I promise.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so fun.
I feel like I just lost something. Oh, there it is. There's the problem. I found the problem to this Spider-Man.
To Spider-Man?
Yep.
He got bit.
So I cracked them open. We got them all cracked open, and it looks like his this disc is just locked in place here in this little
on his arm.
No. This is so I don't know if you can see this. It was live for you.
Oh, on the leg.
In the legs. Sorry. So this is what broke. And look at that. You remember those little weird pieces they put in the middle? Look at that. There it is.
Yeah, with the detents on them.
There it is.
And it's just fused in place.
I guess so. Man. I told the guy that sent this to me, I was like, hey, I'm gonna be fixing this tonight live, so I said
I think he's here. He's talking.
Oh man, I'm sorry, dude. I got so many. I got so many in that. So this would be.
Yeah, he said.
Angelo.
Bitch.
What? What? Is this Angelo?
I don't.
Yeah. You're like I don't know. I don't know the guy.
Yeah,
I think this is Angelo's figure. He might
well,
go by.
you better be careful because if it's not, it is now.
Yeah. No, wait. I told him to send. Look at this. Isn't this cool? I think I showed you this, but I'll show everybody else. This is what he's wrapped in this. As soon as I get it, it says "Thank you, Billy." Like, oh, that's it's the little things like that that are neat. Samurai Chris, I am definitely looking forward to the Book of Boba Fett, guys.
I want to see how he rules the galaxy with respect, and still manages drug trade and slave trafficking.
Maybe he. Maybe he.
Like,
I mean, wait. Are you saying you want to see him continue that, or you're like, haha?
No, just really the logistics of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see how he's like shaking people's hand. Good job, and like they're like, watching somebody OD. You're doing real good work out here on the street. They're like,
hey man, you might want to put your fingers down his throat because he's gonna swallow his tongue.
I told you, we rule the galaxy with respect. A lot of my drug dealers, great people. It's like, you realize that you are part of the problem. No. They're great people. We have a good system in place.
Sorry, Angelo. I got your figure right here. He sent me the other Spider-Man. I got 2 Spider-Man figures. I'm sorry, man. Sorry, Angelo. Spider-Man. Freaking don't even know my clients, man.
You don't even have as many as are going to show up in the movie. You got to catch up, Bill.
I have 2 Spider-Men.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Do you think they're going to change Tom Holland to Spider-Boy after other Spider-Men show up?
I mean, he's just going to get older, so I doubt it.
Yeah, they're going to be like, oh, you're a little tiny Spider-Boy. And he's like, I'm Spider-Man. I'm like, hello, Spider-Boy. I didn't need that joke to happen. That would crack me up.
I mean, I guess what's funny to me is I'm more excited about seeing Doctor Strange. I don't care about any of the Spider-Man characters at all.
Oh, come on. Not even...
I don't.
See, I'm excited for Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
And,
that'll be fun.
Oh, Doc Ock. What's his name?
Alfred Molina.
Alfred Molina. Yeah, I love those guys. I think they're terrific. I'm
just like if Ben Reilly was going to show up in the movie, I'd be like, let's go. I'm very excited. I
mean, one of them could end up becoming Ben Reilly.
I don't want any of them to be Ben Reilly. No.
It's too late. It's going to be Andrew Garfield. He's going to become Ben Reilly on account of he was responsible for the death of his Uncle Ben.
Stop it.
I just watched that movie recently.
Wait, what?
I had never seen it before. And
The Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah, the first one with Andrew Garfield. I thought it was terrible.
I was pretty pissed off too, man. I love the Lizard's my favorite Spider-Man villain, and I hated it. I like the actor actually that played him. I like that actor a lot. He's kind of cool, but
I don't think I've ever seen him in anything.
He's in the Replacements.
The Replacements. What was that?
Keanu Reeves is a football movie. A bunch of terrible football players.
Yeah,
he was the kicker who smoked cigarettes. I was like, this is amazing. He was in Notting Hill. That's not something that you would have watched.
Hey, I just realized, so they've been showing a lot of like older comic book movies here lately. And I was watching Andrew Garfield Spider-Man and it was so bad that I turned it off. And I jumped to another channel and started watching the first Fantastic Four movie.
What? Okay, wait. When you say first...
Oh, not the Corman, not the Roger Corman one.
Okay, so just to interrupt you real fast, I had my heat gun going, and I thought you said not the porno. And I was like... Sorry, go ahead.
That was real weird.
Sorry, that was really different. I was like, man, Corey
I can't believe it was $100 on pay-per-view.
Corey just opened up.
I watched it.
So
and
you were
get my
you were
money's worth.
watching the
chickless one. Yeah.
Lone Gruffold movie.
Is that, how do you pronounce that guy's name?
I'm pretty sure I just said it correctly in every sense of it.
Lone Gruffled? Is that what you said?
If that's correct, that's what I said.
Lone Gruffled?
Then that sounds like a dwarf from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that was him. He was the one that had the shit sticking out of his forehead, right? That was Lone Gruffled.
I am Lone Gruffled.
Yeah. Or maybe he was the one with a bad hat.
So what? Oh my god. Sorry, Greg's in here. Grieg's in here.
Grieg.
Who said, who even is Ben Reilly? I think he meant Ben Riley.
No, he meant really.
Nope. He just misspelled. He's just not a good speller. Anyways, you were watching the first Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. That movie's entertaining. It's a piece of shit, but I like it. It's entertaining in a train wreck fashion. Like, you can't look away. It's so silly.
Because Jessica Alba, right? Oof.
Yeah, when she talks, I have to go to the dentist to grind my teeth.
Oh man.
Yeah, she's a person.
Okay, you know what? We could probably talk trash about her all day. Bless her.
Yeah, that's right. But she's got more money than us, so.
But let's go with what's the name of the actor who played Dr. Doom?
Faceman McGinty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So way to go. Let's. I mean, we can probably be like, oh, Jessica Alba, she was whatever as Sue Storm, but it's like the dude that played Dr. Doom needs to he needs a new job.
I think he had to get a new job after that movie. I haven't seen him in anything since. In fact, they may have just put him down on set.
Put him down. Jeez. Come here. I gotta talk. Can I talk to you for a second? Sure.
Yeah. Bam.
Oh, he's on an Alec Baldwin set. You need to be careful. That's not funny. That's wrong.
The shadow knows what lies in the hearts of men.
That's rough, dude. What did they do? What did they think? Why is it that when a comic book movie comes out and you have these characters with amazing powers, just amazing powers. Let's just say that from the books. Why change them?
I think Alec Baldwin is the reason that DC toys can't have guns anymore.
You're right. And that was before the incident.
Yeah, they knew. They predicted it. They knew. Alec Baldwin is going to ruin this.
Greg said he loved that Doom as a kid.
Greg is 50. He was already a grown man when that came out. Don't lie to us, Greg.
Greg's like, if you guys do this again and don't invite me to where I can't defend myself verbally, I'm gonna kill somebody. I'm never doing
a stream with Corey again.
I'm gonna kill somebody.
That guy's not funny. And he looks at everybody. He's like, he's not funny, right?
Bruh. Cat McKay was like, that Dr. Doom was in like 100 seasons of Nip Tuck.
I didn't watch who he was from.
I guess so, yeah. I don't watch medical shows.
Yeah, I don't either.
Christine watches the Grey's Anatomy.
I've never seen that one either.
It's not realistic.
Oh,
if you were expecting because trust me, so in my line of work, I work with a ton of doctors and a ton of nurses, and I promise you that not all of them are having sex with each other on a daily basis. I promise you.
I'm sure they are.
I'm just telling you.
But if they want to keep their job.
Oh, no. No.
This is a weird show.
This is a weird show. That's it. I'm like, why? Anyways, I don't know. I can't.
I don't want to watch Grey's Anatomy anymore.
I don't like this because it's like I look around, I go to work, and I'm like, ew. You guys, you're married.
Yeah, like gross. and doctors.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Y'all are supposed to be saving lives, not making
That's right.
babies.
Yeah, not making lives.
It's just not right. It's just not right. Man, I'll tell you what, Ori really doesn't like Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker.
He doesn't? Or is that a joke? Does he actually like him?
No, he does not. That's not a joke.
I've seen that fella in some other films, and his acting was fine.
He's good. He's a good actor.
As Peter Parker, he was overacting like crazy. It was just really, really hammed up. But I felt like the whole movie was kind of like that.
Obviously I'm not a big Spider-Man fan. Although in the last year or so, I have developed a bigger respect.
For Tom Holland warmed your heart.
I really do. I actually love.
It's because of his British accent.
You know what it was? Is I started reading a few more comics.
Oh, don't do that. People don't read comics.
That I started reading more, and Peter Parker slid his way into my DMs, so to speak. I was like, this guy, I kind of like him. Like, I kind of like some of the Peter that I kind of like some of this Peter. But I did. I started liking him a lot. But I really developed a love for Miles Morales. Like, yeah, that character.
I think, in general, Miles is kind of like
he's cool.
Oddly enough, he's kind of like Miguel, where he's a Spider character that everybody just loves.
Oddly enough, my second favorite Spider-Man is
Miguel.
Well, now I don't know. Now Miguel and Miles are like kind of tied.
Neck and neck. Oh,
yeah,
man.
I love them.
Cool.
I love them both, man. Ben Reilly's been my favorite for the longest time, but I'm like,
that's costume.
No, I like the so it's a weird thing, man. Ever since I was a kid, I always liked this. Let's say the main guy's John. All right, but Jeff is his brother, and Jeff's in his shadow, and Jeff's got to work harder.
He's got guns and pornos,
but he's got to work harder.
And you're like,
you know what I mean?
Cool.
Like I always liked Robin more than I like Batman. Always did.
Same reason.
Always. No, I didn't like Jason Todd. Don't put me in that group. I don't want to be in that group. Ugh. God, I hate Jason Todd. I just do. Man, I just hate
That's the Red Hood, right? Jason Todd.
Yeah, man. I remember reading Hush, and you get that reveal, and I'm like, I was so broken. Like whenever I saw that.
So when I watched the cartoon, I've never read that comic.
Oh no, you watched the cartoon first?
Yeah. I don't really. My roommate told me it was his favorite Batman cartoon, so I watched it with him. Otherwise I wouldn't have watched it at all.
Wait, hold on. Are you talking about Hush?
Maybe it was Under the Red Hood. Maybe that's.
Oh God. Okay. Oh. Man, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought he was like, Hush is my favorite Batman cartoon. I was like, you need to move out.
No. Maybe it was Under the Red Hood. Maybe that was what it was.
That's a good one. I like that one.
It has, that introduces Jason Todd. Am I mistaken? Where's Greg? He likes Batman shit.
No, you're right. No, that's a really, I like Under the Red Hood. That was a good animated movie.
In that cartoon, that's the first time anyone has ever said anything to Batman that made him look like a moron.
That's a good movie.
In that cartoon, he was like, "You let this guy kill me, and he's still out here running around."
Yeah.
Like, way to go, Bruce.
Dude. So, they make. It's weird because they make Jason Todd not so bad in that movie. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's weird. So I've read, I think, two things that I really like Jason Todd in, and one was oh man, it sucks. I can't remember the name of the whole series. I feel like an idiot. It's where Batman is under the mind control of a character called Mother. It's a pretty creepy one, really. But all the Robins have to band together to basically save Batman, and it was so good.
Do they do it through the power of friendship and family?
There's a family aspect.
Yeah? Or do they beat the shit out of Batman with a crowbar?
They definitely do not do that.
Oh, come on.
What a great moment in humanity that we as humans got to vote. It's like, does Robin live or die? And they're like, I want him to die. Beat him to death with a crowbar. I'm like, great. And it was such a close. It was so close.
This pure innocent character, and they're like, hey, sidekicks are, the character that kids identify with, right? Yeah. Growing up, I loved Robin. He was my guy.
Yeah.
Well, would you like to see the Joker murder him?
Well, I guarantee you, they were like, is it Dick Grayson? They're like, no, it's Jason Todd. They're like, oh yeah, beat him with a crowbar.
Yeah, kill that guy.
Yeah, beat him with a crowbar.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you. No,
They're
thank you.
Could you chop his head off too?
Yeah. I love it. Whoa. Is it Dick Grayson? No. Is it Tim? No. It's Jason Todd. Oh yeah. We can kill him.
What if they were like, wait, Dick Grayson? They're like, huh? You're gonna kill Dick Grayson? They're like, no, you know that there's another Robin, right? They're like, oh yeah, I don't read comics.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Who's Dick Grayson? He's a Nightwing. Who? Oh my god. Swear I can't do this.
I have time to read, Liddell. I just don't read Batman comics because there are way too many of them, and there's other shit I want to waste my time reading.
Also, another big announcement is that Josh Smith is in here.
Excellent!
Thanks for showing up, Josh. Anytime. That makes me happy. It's been too long. I wasn't sure if I was ready to go live yet, and then Corey was like, "Yeah, we'll go on live. I'll get on there with you." And that was it. That's all it took.
We weren't ready to go live because we had no audio.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I was just talking about a few days ago. But yeah, you're right.
Week off.
Yeah, I should have taken another month off.
Sorry, guys. They're looking at us. They can't hear us, and we just start waving our hands.
See you in January.
Yeah.
Big Boss 1980, 1999. Wait. Is that Ryan? Is that my Wexeldorfer man? I need to know.
I don't know.
Big Boss. Is that Ryan? Is that my friend Ryan? I just need to know. Sorry, I feel like you know what I really need is to. I think I'm gonna start bringing I have a thing called an Osmo at work, and it's basically a little handheld. I don't know what you want to call it, gimbal for my camera, and I can actually set a focal point, and it will follow me. So I think I'm gonna need to start. I'm gonna have to buy my own so I can use it for these, because every time I'm trying to do something, like try to work, it's super weird. I will end up working over here. I work close to my chest. And so I'll sit there and I'll drill, and there's this big open area right here, and nobody gets to see what I'm doing. Every time I work.
You'll have your hand right in front
of it. It is Ryan, my man. Thank you for showing up, bro. Love it. I have pictures of his family on my refrigerator that he sent me in Christmas card form. Just say that real quick.
Wait, which is that? Is that the Ryan I know?
No. This is Ryan Wexeldorfer. He's got the best last name I've ever heard in my life. His daughter was born without part of her arm. Yeah. Her name's Abby, and he was able to get the voice actor from Metal Gear, the Colonel, to do a deal and they did this 3D printed arm. It was a purple arm as well, I believe. Her favorite color is purple. Oh my god, it was such a cool story. But yeah, he's got a very big family and a very big heart, and he's a really cool guy. So thank you for showing up, Ryan. It's always cool to see you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's a very cool guy. All right, I'm gonna drill a little bit.
All right, do it.
I'm drilling into this. If I can get it to connect. Come on now. I'll tell you what I'm doing here in just a second if I can get this stupid thing to connect. There we go. All right. So what I did here, if for anybody that cares, this was broken off. This little peg here. I'm not sure if some of you older cats, even actually, I guess the new guys now are into these figures. since the new Spider-Man stuff's coming out. But what did we decide on this, Corey? Was this Spider-Man 2?
I think that's from the first Spider-Man movie because he's still got he has the old style hips that weren't on a ball.
Yeah, look at that.
You know what I mean? Like the what is that called? A ball hinge?
Yeah, these are more of a thigh cut.
Pretty sure Spidey 2 had the ball hinge hips.
Okay, well, whichever Spider-Man this is, these thigh cuts, this little piece right here broke off. And so what I've done here is I've glued this on using my JB Super Weld here. And I've only glued it on. The reason I did that was to keep this in place to where it twisted off. And then I'll take a drill bit, drill all the way through so the hole will line up. So whenever I add my screw in, it's not gonna, come out uneven. So for those of you who are wondering, who have stuck with us for an hour and are finally getting a little bit of education.
Finally. Learning.
I'm just saying what they're thinking, not what I'm thinking.
Right.
All right. I think I'm gonna have to keep it. What am I working with right now? I think I'm working with a 0.8 millimeter. Yeah, 0.8 millimeter drill bit. Oh, dude, I got some really cool stuff in the other day. These guys right here, you can see.
Ooh,
I know.
Where'd you get those?
Amazon, very cheap. But look at this fellow right here.
How quickly do you go through those bits?
So these will last forever. These
Nice.
will. Oh, are you talking about like the drill bits?
Well, no, those that you have in your hand.
Oh, these will last forever. These things are great. Like look at
nice.
the size of this thing. This is huge.
That kind of scares the shit out of me.
Bro, this was amazing. I was using that, and then I used, where are you at? Oh, it was one of these. Check this out. Let's see, it's a bigger one. It's got a flat end on it. I think it's this guy right here. This one right here. So it's flat on the end, but it's like cuts. And the figures that Ryan had sent me, those Alien versus Predator figures, the video game ones, the female figure, her shoulder blade armor, it broke off like right away. It just kind of ripped off from the strap, and I was like, well,
is that Lynn?
Yeah.
Is that her name?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lynn. Yeah, her shoulder piece just it ripped off because you can't. I was trying to get her to hold her pistol like this, which is almost impossible because she doesn't have double elbows and her range is horrible. But I was like, maybe if I can get over here, like, and get it to this. Well, of course it ripped. I'm like, well, the best way to do this would be to put a piece of metal right here on it, reattach the strap, and then put a magnet inside of the shoulder pad. Well, that little piece right there that's flat on the end, man, you can just drill right up into it. Makes a nice little flat area, and it put a perfect hole. And then that big round ball one too was just so good for sculpting, like a hairpiece. The hairpiece that I put on the mask figure from my figure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I took like this
Yes.
Hemsworth head of mine, and I popped it off, and then I could just completely
cool.
so I was able to slap it on there, but it was like that rounded piece was amazing. Cap, to answer your question, how do I like Ace Duck and Mutagen Man? Best 2-pack yet. So I'm a big Ace Duck fan. He's my favorite Ninja Turtle character aside from like the Turtles. There's Usagi and then there's Ace. And Ace is so well done. The fact that the beaks are able to be swapped out with different faces, and he's got the hinges for pistols. Like that's what we needed. That's what kind of upset me though, is Mutagen Man doesn't. He doesn't have the hinges for he's got a big gun.
Weird.
Yeah, and they didn't give him the big hinges for the hands, but dude, Ace is legit. My only complaint, I guess, would be is that they gave him really little wings. His wings are smaller than the actual Playmate's wings. But
weird. I wonder why.
I don't know, but I love the design of him. I like the fact that they went with a waist belt for his egg grenades instead of the over the shoulder or over the chest, because like the bayonet or what am I saying? Not bayonet. Come on,
bandolier.
Thank you, bandolier. The bandolier chest, which Super 7, I imagine, will do that. So
yeah, are you gonna get the Super 7 Ace?
Yes, I have to.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, the TMNT gods would not be happy with me if I didn't do that. Yeah, I was on the fence. I wanted to get Ray Fillet because I love Ray Fillet, but I'm just waiting. It's like if they make Usagi, then I'd be good because I really like Ray. And I was looking through my Super 7 figures the other day, and while I do love them, I love the turtles. That freaking Baxter is just too big. He's just too big. Yeah, he's just too big.
Oh, just throw him in the trash.
No, he's cool. You know what it looks like? It looks like a one-off episode or one comic episode where it's like he went Super Baxter.
Big mode.
Yeah, Super Stockman.
Yeah, he went big mode.
He went Beef Stockman. Yeah, but I don't know. Oh, Cap, you're she says, sounds awesome. Mine should be here tomorrow or Wednesday. Hoping for Super 7 Donnie. Dude, I haven't got a email saying Donnie's shipped, and I ordered him directly from Super 7. I'm really hoping that shows up.
So when you order stuff through Super 7, do you think that they ship out to retailers before their personal inventory?
I don't know. That's a good question. I know they ship them off to their reviewers hella fast. Oh, no, wait. I take that back. I guess it's Toy Bro that always gets his stuff like from China. He gets his stuff so early.
Yeah. Jared does get his stuff kind of early.
I mean, I get it. That's his thing.
Yeah, he's like most people, where whenever something you love is coming out, you're like, I want it right now. I don't want it later. Dude. So you're looking for a way, like, okay, I'm gonna hit up this place and grab it. I'm gonna get it from there, and then the other one will just be a double.
But he's on that toy review, YouTube stuff. I could never do it. I have a review of Spawn, the Spawn figures, the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
That I have been working on and off forever, that me and Christine are doing.
You're just gonna have her describe the toy?
Dude, it's already been shot. I shot it like when did I shoot it? I probably shot it like 2 months after the figures dropped. So obviously I'm not out to like get, I'm not going to be the first one to review that, but just doing it, just like sitting there and I'm putting some effort into it too. And I'm sitting there like, dude, how do y'all do this? Like, but here's the thing. I don't like watching toy reviews. Like, I really don't. Like, if the person has personality, then cool. But I want, like, if I don't watch TV shows if it's just a person just standing there talking about something. You know what I mean? Like, I want effort put into a video, and I know that takes forever. It just takes, that's what I do for a living, is video editing.
Yeah.
But it's like, good Lord, man, this is crazy. Like, I don't know, man. I want to see more. I would like to see more toy reviewers put more effort into theirs. I guess there's the ones that's like, hey, do I want to buy this? Let me know, like, what are the problems? Because what drives me crazy, and I think Robo does this the best, honestly, and it's not a, kissing up to him. I like how he'll show off the box real fast. Like,
it's one of the tracks.
If you talk for more than 30 to 40 seconds on a box, no, dude, come on. Like, what do you?
So
I mean, could you imagine me doing this? It says Gambit on it. And you can see that it's got a really nice pink color here, which is basically a nod to Gambit's kinetic charge powers. And also you'll notice right here on his chest that he has this pink color. And this is a very noticeable color. This is one of his iconic colors.
I'm leaving. All right, see you later.
Bye. You're gone. You're done, dude. You're out of here.
Yeah.
Like, God, it's boring. Ugh. I can't. Although, if somebody were to go off on Mafek's, like, they don't do it as much as they used to.
The stuff they'd write all over the box
with an ace up our sleeves.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
I think Cyclops' box says something like "Get on the team." It's like, what is that?
See, that's what I'll watch that. I was like, that's amazing. I think Deadpool had some of the worst ones too. I was like, what is he saying?
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Somebody's was like, I love cheeseburgers on the box.
What the hell? Hey, Jen's in here. It says, hey Bill, welcome back. Thank you. Good to see you streaming. Corey, is that a Kirk Douglas head?
No Kirk Douglas head, but I have a
Is that Willem?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's a bit of a scientist too.
I've heard that. Josh says, I'm a rare collector who actually throws the figures away and keeps the boxes.
Well, I've seen here lately, I've seen more people just selling empty boxes on eBay. So there is a market.
You're not lying, dude. I've seen. You ever get excited when you think you find a good deal and it's like box only? I'm like, dude, come on. What are you doing?
Yeah. You're like, damn, Mayfix Wolverine for $8? Oh,
no, 20. Box only. I'm like,
box only.
But okay, dude.
You're like, I don't like this guy.
Thanks. That's what we're doing here.
Yeah. I wish mean things on him.
You just gotta sound like, come on, man. I don't know. I have started throwing away more boxes, and it has been therapeutic. It's been pretty nice.
I threw away that Psylocke box like as soon as I opened it.
So you said you haven't got to really mess with her though, right?
No. She's on the desk here. She looks awesome. I put her alternate head on her. I think it actually looks better. And what I like about those Mayfix stands. Have you noticed that they have 3 peg holes on the stand itself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you can plug 3 arms into one stand and kind of figure out a display. Like if you have 3 X-Men characters, you can set it up to where it's like, okay, these characters kind of overlap together.
No kidding.
So I'm trying to figure out how I want to pose her because I have a stand that has Cyclops, and I'm going to put her on it as well.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to figure out how I want to pose them up.
Interesting. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Whoa. Oh, Austin, thank you.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, wow. The freaking ghost of Christmas everything, Austin. Oh my God, thank you. Jeez. It's funny, man. I was going to message you the other day on Discord. I saw you were away and I just hadn't. Jesus. Wow. Thank you. That's amazing, man. Have you all already announced your oh, wow. Austin, good call. Dude, Corey, we need to do that. Our 2021 figures of the year. We need to get Ori on here.
Right now?
No, well, no. We'll figure it out.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude, I don't know.
Austin, that's a good call, bro.
Yeah. It would be kind of cool to do one where like if we could get everybody to post on Instagram their like top figure of the year, like their number 1, and then do a stream where everybody who used a tag, we could review them and be like, all right, here's everyone's top, figures of this year.
Oh, I'd like that even more.
Yeah, that would be fun because I feel like every time people do like a top 10,
Mm-hmm.
it's a chance for me to disagree.
True.
Let me. Like every time you
can
see somebody's top 10, you're like, oh, why is that figure even on this list?
Dude, no, that's a good idea. I'd like to hear from them. Yeah, absolutely. Just to put a pin in that for just a second. This is one of my favorite things that I've seen in a minute. Is this comment that's from Good Looking Honky? It says, Bill, friends,
What?
Peter North here, old adult film star, huge fan of the work, huge collector of Pez candy art. I think he meant Pez. It says, thumbs up with a high-heeled shoe. Thanks,
Nice.
Peter North.
Thank you, Peter North.
Man, good looking honky.
That's a good looking honky right there.
It's a good looking honky.
Keep it up.
Oh, the internet. Bless him.
I love it.
Thank you, Peter North.
Yeah, he's a real gem amongst the community.
So when you say you're an old adult film star, are you talking about your age or just how long you've been in the business?
Yeah, he's 17.
Okay. Just wanted to double check on that.
Yeah, 17. He's pretty much done.
Well, honestly, just while we're in here, it's all my best wishes, fans. Thumbs up. High heel shoe. Thanks, Peter North. Austin, since you brought it up, I need to ask, what are some of your figures of the year? I'd like to hear from some people real quick, just to hear kind of what they're, what are y'all thinking? Because what's funny is when I do my list, I almost every time I do a list, which my first official whatever list, my YouTube list, I ended up putting one from the year previous on there.
Yeah, because you might be late to getting something.
Yeah, it was new to me.
Else has.
It was new to me. So, yeah, it'd be interesting. And Corey, I want to pursue that idea. I really like that. We can gather that up. But
figure out
as far as like as far as y'all are going, we are creeping up on the end of the year here. What are some of y'all's favorites? What are some of your favorites, Corey? I'd like to hear that because I know we always talk about stuff like that. Man, I know there's going to be a Mafex figure on there. There has to be.
Yeah, there's a few.
Cause that damn, that Gambit, he's right next to me right now too.
Yeah, that figure is way up on the list. I'm not sure. Actually, that Limb Toys Leon.
Because I know how you work. I know how you work. It's like, how long has it been on your table?
Yeah. Did it end up in a bin?
Yeah.
If it's in the bin, that's not a good sign.
I want to hear. I always look for I always look for the surprise figures.
I always like whenever a reviewer tells you the worst figures of the year.
Oh, you mean like Anthony's Customs?
Yeah.
I hope he's watching.
Oh, yeah, you gotta get Anthony to come on here.
Oh God, I would love to. I'd love to just ream him over that freaking McFarlane Toys Raiden.
Oh, he hated it or liked it?
He loved it. I have it.
Really?
I have it over here. Yeah, it was one of his top 10. I just put it in a box a minute ago, and I was like, the sculpt is nice. The sculpt is nice. The sculpt is nice. If we were going like top 10 sculpts, man, I don't even know if that would make... It was a nice sculpt. I hate the design on that figure, but I was like, McFarlane? Come on. Now, I will say, it's not of this... I don't think it's this year. I don't know when those Kickstarter spawns dropped. Must have been last year. It had to be, right?
They might have come out this year. I don't know anymore. This year, we've had so much stuff.
So
Greg says that his list is all Mythic Legions except for an old octopus that he found at a yard sale.
Oh my God, Greg. I love Greg. It's funny, Greg, you said something in a Discord when we were talking once, and this is probably, I pick up on things that people say that just are not normal to me, and those become some of my favorite things.
Yeah.
and he said he was going to eat some chicken drumsticks. And it's just it's one of the it's still one of the funniest things to me is the fact that you had to clarify that they were chicken drumsticks.
They weren't just.
They weren't
cheese.
turkey. They weren't ostrich, which would have been
No.
amazing. I mean, he's
They
in
weren't horse drumsticks. They weren't horse.
he's
all
in
right?
Vegas, like so,
Yeah.
right? But oh, I love that so much. Austin said he's gotten into a bad habit where he's so far behind on opening new figs. I have 6 months of catching up to do. Oh, what a Christmas special that'll be, Austin.
Yeah, just open up 6 months of figures.
I mean, if you've got any like Sentinels that you might need help opening and like storing one, if you need to store one, dude, you know what's funny? That's what I was telling my boys the other day. I'm downsizing a lot of stuff, but I'm wanting to keep like video games are a big passion of my life. That's something that's huge for me. And so that's where a lot of my collection is. So much so that I was showing Corey this the other day. I have probably, what was that, man? 12 Assassin's Creed figures. And I'm not talking about the McFarlane ones. It was the NECA ones, which Corey completed the collection with the Eagle Vision one, which was...
Yeah, you got a sticky blue one now.
Oh, dude. You know what's even cooler, though? That Eagle? That Eagle totally works as... I know it's an eagle, but when you look at it, it looks such a good Red Wing next to the...
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I put him next to Falcon. It looks so cool.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I was like, I'm such a big video game fan. So I was going through and I have been collecting all of the figures from Marvel video games. So there was, of course, the Avengers arcade game where you could play as the white floaty Vision.
Yeah.
You had Hawkeye, you had Captain America, and you had Iron Man. But it was the villains that was the coolest thing. Like, they started making these random figures. Like, they made the Red Skull and the green outfit, which I had to grab. They had Living Laser, which was a big deal. And I realized that the only 2 figures now that I'm missing are Wizard and then a freaking Sentinel.
Did we not have a toy of the Wizard yet?
Huh?
We don't have the toy of the Wizard yet?
We don't have Wizard, no.
Wow.
You would have thought he would have been perfect for like the Fantastic Four line. But
he would have been perfect for the clearance bin.
Well, damn it, I need one. I need one. But yeah, I don't have a damn Sentinel. So I'm playing through the game and there's a Sentinel and I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. And it's big too. It's one of the big, like,
you've made all of your Marvel purchases on one video game that was only available in arcade.
It wasn't. It was on Sega.
Oh, did they bring it to console?
Yeah, you could play it on Sega.
Oh, but the purists wouldn't. They would have said no way.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's got to be.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I played it on whatever. It doesn't matter. It's a video game, and now I also need
resolution on console.
Listen, I need that, and I need Nick Fury from the Punisher game, which we are getting that Punisher from. It was on the 5K Toys group.
He's cool, but there's
something
about him. He didn't quite hit the mark. You know what I mean?
He hits. Listen, I need that figure, and I like the brown and the green.
I pre-ordered him.
Oh, you're talking about the Punisher?
Yeah. That.
I think he looks cool.
If they made Nick, I would die.
So there, who is it? There's somebody made they have the outfit for purchase. The brown turtleneck with the green pants.
Green pants. Yeah.
One of the guys. Who would that be? Who makes the clothing and stuff like that? There's like a lot of clothing.
GPS lot.
It's not GPS. It's another company, or not. I wouldn't say a company, but a individual that does that stuff. It's not Harker. It's dang it, I'll have to look it up. But somebody has definitely made that. But it was like the price was like $45 or $50 just for the clothing, and I don't think it included the boots. I'm like,
oh, weird.
And when it comes down to it, and I don't know if you agree with this, I don't think we've got the Nick Fury head. I don't think the Nick Fury. I want a closed mouth Nick Fury head. You know?
Yeah, I want a Nick Fury that looks like him. A lot of this is my biggest beef with Hasbro Legends is a lot of times we'll get iterations of characters that we've been waiting on for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
The sculpts don't match the comic. Like, and
Right.
then what's interesting is that when we get heads that do a pretty good job of matching comic art,
Mm-hmm.
we're usually like, oh my God, this is great. And we have it in hand and we're like, oh, I want something else.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No, Samurai, it's not C. Jessom. It's somebody else, man. I'm sorry. Man, the chat is going crazy tonight.
CJ's too busy doing work for everyone now. He's doing stuff for Four Horsemen and
it's awesome.
And Super 7.
Yeah, I congratulate him too. That's really amazing. Oh my gosh. Jeez, man, that.
So Chris Jordan has his top 10.
Okay.
And every one of them's Gambit.
No kidding. No kidding. Hey man, Chris Jordan knocked out a freaking really cool Age of X Gambit the other day. Which
yeah, it was awesome looking.
we need to work on that. We need to work on that rifle. He said
rifle?
Yeah, the Age of X that he's got like it almost looks like a musket.
Oh, but, Gambit has a gun?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I could send you some photos. I actually saved some photos so I could be on the lookout for Chris.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's weird, but I know he was like, man, he's like right now he's stealing Mando's gun, which it's pretty close. I'm like, I mean, what can you do? But that was a really nice. It's a simple design, really, and he found like the perfect base, but there's work put into that. You know, you had to paint it up and stuff like that. I'm like, that's pretty wild. That's a good one right there. I have to go into that. Brian Pena said, Bill, worst X-Men, and don't say the Blob. Who's the worst Corey, who's the worst X-Men character?
The worst X-Men character?
Yeah. Do we go wait, does that so you said don't say the Blob, so that means we can go villains too.
I like the Blob. The Blob is fun.
I think the Blob's great.
Yeah.
Nothing moves the Blob.
As far as like, I guess overrated X-Men characters?
Well, he said worst.
Worst. Liefeld probably had a few that were just terrible characters.
No kidding.
He probably had some that were trash, but I didn't really like X-Force. X-Men, just straight X-Men. Let's do
So we're talking like heroes? Like X-Men?
I don't know. He said not to say Blob, so I guess we could count villains. And then everybody's been in the main book, so it's really hard. It's hard to say.
Hang on a second. I think Christine locked the cat in her room.
Sam? And then he left. All right. I'm going to answer some questions. Here we go. All right. Worst X-Men. Well, we know we can't say Nightcrawler because Bill will block us.
You're dead to me.
Yeah, we're dead.
The cat. Yeah, she left the cat in the room.
Oh, no.
Right, we're good.
It's fine. The cat just puked up on something.
It's funny because I look up at my shelf and I just really like all those characters. Like I've gotten to this point where I really enjoy the characters I have on my shelf. I've gotten rid of all the junk and I'm trying to think of like who I would consider junk. Because
who's a trash character that we don't give a shit whether or not we have them on our shelf?
Because there's so many good ones that I'm missing.
Yeah, I love X-Men, so that's a really mean question. Like, hey, which character?
Oh, you know what? So a character that I want, but I don't think is a good character. Avalanche.
Oh,
what
Avalanche? Avalanche, Pyro, and Blob were just kind of Mystique's lackeys.
I kind of like Pyro though.
They were kind of idiots. Like they just worked under her, and she was the brains of that operation. Her and
I'm okay with that because I felt like Pyro moonlighted as a dreadnought.
Right.
You know, like I don't know, like Avalanche. I don't know if he's a trash character because I guess like shaking the ground's cool, but I always liked I liked Daisy. Quake. I thought she was cool.
A character that sucked, and when he died, they were like trying to show us, yes, we can kill X-Men characters.
Who's that?
Thunderbird in the first couple of issues of Giant Size.
Oh, the
when
OG.
he shows up, he's a dick. Nobody likes him, and then he dies, and they're like, "Oh, pour one out for my homie," and they're like, "Next."
So you know what's funny? Whenever I was talking about it earlier, when it's like in your brother's shadow, it's like, bruh, I think we all know that Warpath was like,
yeah, way better.
Dude, come on, man. You look at the Proud Stars. It's like, oh, is your brother coming to Thanksgiving? No.
You just get me, and I'm miserable all the time.
I'll tell you, like, I can tell you, like, some figures that we desperately need that are really good characters, and that would be freaking Cassidy. Like, where's Sean at? Like, where is my Banshee?
Oh, yeah.
Where is Banshee, dude?
Yeah, we don't have... I think it's because somebody in the Marvel team doesn't like him. I think Dwight Stahl doesn't like Banshee for some reason.
Was he got something against the Irish? What is he?
Yeah, he's racist.
I think we figured it out.
People.
I mean, that sucks for him.
I can't believe he hates Irish people. Wow.
Really? Like, Dwight Stahl hates Irish people, and I am with a red beard.
Yeah. Hates him. Yeah, hates Irish.
That's cool, Dwight. Like, I hope we get to talk one day, and you can tell me why.
You're gonna go, listen here, Bob.
How dare you? Like, didn't they kill off Sean though? Didn't Sean get sucked into a plane? Like a plane turbine?
Well, I mean, with Age of X, it's like, surprise, we're all alive again.
Oh, that's right. But I mean, when you look back on some of the deaths that X-Men endured, I think Colossus probably had one of the most valiant deaths. But
they killed him off, and you were like, "Oh, I didn't deserve that."
Man, they kept him dead for a long 5 years. 5 years. That's a long time to be. Man, I remember whenever it was coming down to the Hope, the whole Hope saga. Whenever she was around.
What was that run called?
Messiah Complex.
Yeah.
Well, there was she was definitely part of that, but there was like all those runs, and it was like one of these X-Men's gonna die. And I remember looking at it, and it was Kurt's right there, and I'm like, I know what's happening.
Like, those bastards.
I know, and I remember reading it, and I just remember I like closed the comic, and I was like, how long is it gonna take? How long is it gonna take for them to bring? And it took them forever to bring Kurt back. And what do? They bring back the freaking Age of Apocalypse, crappy dickhead Kurt Darkholm, and I'm like, man, this isn't Nightcrawler. This one sucks. And everybody's like, he's awesome because he kills people. I'm like, is that what we want?
God,
we gotta have him killing people. Like, come on, guys.
Yep. He's the cool uncle version of Nightcrawler.
He's not the cool uncle. He's the cool uncle version until you get older, and it's like, oh wow, now my cool uncle version is bumming money off me.
Oh no!
Great. And I was like, God, I hated that. I should have been like it's almost like you should be happy you get a Nightcrawler. Like, no,
yeah, that's right.
It's not him. It's not him. God, I hated
anything but that.
Yeah, Austin reminds me of that Braveheart scene when the British Lord says, "Stop wasting the arrows and send in the Irish." God,
yes.
Yeah, dang. Yeah, it's like, Dwight, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's true. His family comes from a long line of British patriarchs.
Dude,
sorry,
man. I won't lie though, man. I put money in on that. I'm getting that new Sideshow Nightcrawler statue.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Payment plan, y'all.
Oh yeah.
I remember when they finally I've got one in the back over there, but it was the that more modern version, which now I want a figure of that because that's our Shi'ar Empire.
Yeah,
that's our. Yeah,
I would take figures of any of those if they want to make them.
Yeah, I'll take the Shia or Kurt. That's it's funny because whenever you look at all those costumes, and I think it's always fun to see, like, look at Gambit, like
Yeah.
his costume. Don't there's just some you don't need to change. I think it's fun every now and then when they kind of group up and they have like the same kind of gear on just for a little bit. Like that's neat.
Like Strike Force. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what
Yeah.
blue and gold and stuff. I always think that some of those, or I think of the blue and gold outfits that they had for a bit.
Yeah.
Even Nightcrawler had some that looked kind of cool. But I love so much how different Nightcrawler is from everybody else in that red and black. And I loved how it made him transition from Excalibur to X-Men so seamless. And it was like, oh God, there's something about that. And just what an icon. Cockrum was so on it.
Like, a lot of those costume designs, even Storm's original costume, even though a lot of people like the 90s Jim Lee designs, her Jim Lee costume is so 90s. It's too 90s. But then you go back to that Dave Cockrum era, that costume's beautiful. I love that outfit so much.
Yeah, I really like her. I like that. I like the black outfit with like she's got a little bit of skin showing, but
yeah,
I really like Punk Storm.
Yeah, I think that's the best Storm figure.
Yeah, definitely the best Storm figure. I like that design too. I wish we could. There was like that's what they need to do with these HasLabs. They need to give us like, hey, now you can buy all the civilian versions of these. I know people would rather have those, like mass market, but I don't know how well those are going to sell.
I don't want them finding weird ways to reuse that suit body again, though.
Well, that's why it should be at HasLab. It should be if you're going to pay for it, it needs to be something that's unique at least. Because
God, I would love it. I would just love it if a $1 billion corporation could front a little bit of their own money to put some product on shelves. That way I'm not walking into stores and looking at nothing.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see a big ass, Star Wars vehicle or a Sentinel at a store, especially when they know how well they sell on their HasLabs.
It'd be really cool.
What's that?
Could you imagine if they made an action figure of, I don't know, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson, and Harold Ramis that were taller than Sigourney Weaver?
Hey, now.
Imagine that.
Sigourney Weaver figure. She's the whole reason you watch Ghostbusters, right?
That figure is a handsome woman.
Yeah.
Dude, she's barefoot and taller than 4 grown men in boots.
Right.
Also, well, I don't want to. Here, I'll talk to you about it later. I want to, just in case somebody has.
Oh, spoilers? Are you talking about spoilers?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about spoilers.
Don't you spoil nothing.
Well, let's just say I have a figure that I might really want you to repaint the face on.
Yeah.
To honor a character.
Right.
I'm a little upset. Just a little. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's funny, man. I've been really on a Ghostbusters high here lately. And God, I'm ready for some real Ghostbusters figures, man. Like, I want some good ones.
I would buy some if they did the cartoon Ghostbusters in the plasma collection. I'd probably buy them.
What sucks is now I don't want them to do it.
Because of scale?
I want somebody else to do it. Like, just so they'll be good.
Yeah.
I mean, so I got all the new Ghostbuster figures, except for I didn't buy the older Busters just because I felt like I'd be wasting my money. Unfortunately.
Why?
Because it's the same damn figures, only with different heads.
You don't want a toy of Bill Murray's corpse?
Yeah.
I mean, be there.
After watching the movie, I do want them, but I don't want to pay full price. I'm not gonna lie. But I got all the kid figures, and I'm very happy with those. I like not only did I like them in the film, but I like that
Yeah.
every single figure is a different sculpt. That's awesome.
Nice.
That's super cool. But
So are the old Ghostbusters all individual sculpts or no?
I don't believe so. I think the heads are different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
I
own
hope
any of
so.
the. Well, I only own one at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but it's like I don't know, man. It's seemed like a waste.
Yeah, I never know what because with something like Ghostbusters, like they're showing with the HasLab, they're showing that people do want the pack. You
Man,
know? Like
I
it
want
funded.
that pack.
But at the same time, on the store shelves, the figures don't sell very well. Like that's just not going anywhere.
They really don't. You know what's weird? Oh, dude, it's this is kind of I don't know if I'm kind of jumping around here, but I want to. I know you'll be on board with this. The other day, I was in Walmart and I saw an employee just shoveling all of these vintage collection Star Wars figures into a cart.
What they just were sending them somewhere? Or
I don't
what?
know. They were just. I mean, they were pulling them all off the shelf. Those 3 3/4 inch
Wow.
ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I want to say both of you were saying that the other day. You're like, who asked for these? Like,
Yeah, it's weird because you'll see like, what's a good example? There were like 20 Landos and 20 Palpatines all of a sudden at my Walmart, and I was looking, and I'm just like, what? You have this many of the same character, you're asking for failure. Where are you put out Lando and Palpatine? Where are Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie? Those are your
right,
staples.
right, right. Yeah, I don't know. And even then, I'm like, man, did the new wave go up for pre-order? That's got. I mean, I'm talking Black
Oh,
Series.
with Boba. Yeah, that's up on Dorkside.
I need that wave.
The whole wave. You want Ponda Boba and Dr. Evazan?
I think I want that whole wave, man.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a good wave. I like it's a good wave, but I do think that it's so OT and Mando centric
Hmm.
um, that it fails to cater to the wide spectrum of Star Wars fans. Like, I feel like there should be a formula for Star Wars figures where they say, okay, each wave should have, X amount of OT characters, X amount of Mando, prequel,
Yeah.
cartoon, sequel. You have to hit all fronts. Otherwise, you do end up with a bunch of Quill and Grief Karga figures that nobody wants to buy.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I'm surprised. Like, I don't know. If it, and it's kind of spooks you because it makes you think that like they're gonna start. I don't know. You'd feel like they'd start downsizing, like not producing so many of figures because it's like I don't know. You would think that they would put like 3 Mandalorians in a wave and then have like Grief, you know, like
Yeah,
or one.
yeah. Those waves definitely.
What surprised me was Gideon.
Oh, him not stalling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oddly enough, I've only ever seen him twice, and I've never seen doubles of him.
I
But
saw so many Gideons. It was
wow,
ridiculous. I'm like, he would have. Yeah, and I remember I saw a Grief on clearance, and I bought him because I was like, I'm gonna remove those goggles. That'd be fun.
yeah,
But it's like, good lord, like, really?
right.
I don't know. Maybe it's my area. I am in the South, so yeah, I don't know, but I don't know.
Let's see. Austin was saying he wants the next Marvel HasLab to be either Giant Man or Punisher Van.
Ooh, Punisher Van would be cool. I see.
But
I see. That I can bite down on, man. Is like if HasLab started doing vehicles.
mhm.
I think that would be fun, man. I think you could have such a blast with that. Like, God, an Ecto 1? Are you kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
I'd be down for
That's
that. And like
cool.
you were talking about your Star Wars vehicles, like you said a minute ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some stuff. I mean, why did they lead with the Rancor and not with an X-wing? You know what I mean?
Okay, so well, here let me get to the chat and then we'll ask this. I did see Austin said I cracked after the Rancor failed and backed the pack. You're a lucky man. I want to see that pack in person.
So
I hate that I won't own that.
when
but-
the Rancor failed, I was a little happy. I was kind of, I mean, I
a
backed it.
lot of people it seemed like
So-
why. So that's my question. Why? Why were you happy? I didn't follow it. I'm not that big
Because
of a Star
the
Wars guy.
tiers were a slap on the face. Like they said, okay, your tiers for something like that. Anytime somebody does a Kickstarter,
Mm-hmm.
the tiers are always the way of telling the fans thank you. And so you hook them up with something badass. Their tiers were so low effort that they were like saying, we don't give a shit.
Dang, really?
And then on top of that, they gave that guy a promotion.
What?
One of the lead product designers for or product managers, the brand managers, they promoted that guy to like global brand manager or some bullshit.
Ooh.
It was real strange whenever you have a HasLab fail, and then you see the guy's face smiling. Oh, he got a promotion. I don't think so.
Is it
I
one of
don't
those
think
things where
that's
it's
how
like
that works.
I got paid either way kind of thing, or
I guess so. I mean, maybe the brand team was like, all right, we dodged a bullet. Now we can just double down on Mando product.
man, I mean, imagine if they would have done the Razor Crest.
Well, they did the vintage collection one.
I don't care.
Right, but they did.
I'm sorry, am I in the wrong age range? Because even I collected 3 3/4 inch, but it's not. Maybe I'm there. Maybe I'm at that point where I'm like, yeah, I only collect 6-inch, or depending on. Really, that's it. I mean, I try to follow the 6-inch scale at this point.
Our sort of our demographic
Mm-hmm.
is 1/12 scale collectibles, right?
Yeah,
and not even most of us collect, I guess, what you would consider like domestic 1/12 scale. Like there's a handful of us who enjoy imports and stuff,
Mhm.
but most of us don't collect like Kamen Rider or any of that. Most of it's like, okay, Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, that stuff.
Those are terrible characters. I'm kidding.
I would never collect any of that. It's not green and gold. I don't want that shit.
Gross. There's no orange on it?
It's no orange.
Get out of here. Nah, I get it. You're right.
Yeah.
You're definitely right.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's definitely an audience for vintage collection. I don't know if it's kids. I think it's a lot of
No.
it's guys who are about 10 years older than us. I think a lot of those guys are
Yep.
into vintage collection because it harkens back to the 3 3/4 stuff that got them into collecting.
Those are the guys that, like, I know a lot of people really hated the new trilogy stuff for Star Wars,
Yeah.
but those are the guys that can't see anything good about it at all.
Yeah, you definitely have to like
At all.
uh
Like, even sometimes people are like, hey, that was pretty cool. Or this is pretty cool. It's like, no, they ruined Star Wars. It's like, dude, you just can't ruin a series. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Your beloved stuff is never going to go away. It's never going to, it's just, unfortunately, the new stuff, you didn't like the stuff that was new, but you can always go back. Do you not want to go back and watch the old stuff ever?
right.
I know you want new stuff. We all want new stuff of our, favorite things to keep going, but it's not going to
there's a
ruin
lot
it.
of stuff that
Could you imagine if it was like, man, whenever, like, imagine if, like, once Aquaman got his hook hand in the 90s and became an asshole, and I was like, that ruined Aquaman. I'll never like him again.
You didn't. You still hate him.
I love the character. I'll never stop loving that character. Ever. Even if Jason Momoa is playing him.
Even if there's a fire.
Even if there's a fire and he can't put it out with water.
Yeah.
You know, no, you can't take away some great. I can always pick up like Kingdom Come or Justice or oh god, Final Frontier. Let's go. You know, and just
the Darwin Cook.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I love that art.
Oh god, the ending where where freaking the King of the Seas shows up and it's just this epic moment. And it's the only moment you get with him, and I'm like, that.
You were like,
I
like it.
That's I like it. But I like
got
even
as much. He's had as much coverage in that comic as he had in
the last.
what was that movie?
The last
Batman v Superman.
I was gonna say the last decade.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but either way, you know, it's like still really, really cool. Like, I don't know, man. Nothing can ruin. I hate that. That's one thing that bothers me is that when, yes, something that you beloved is, and something happens that you don't like. And I'm guilty of this, man. I've been there before. I've gotten over this kind of feeling, but it's like where, oh, they've ruined this character. Nah.
So, all right, I thought about this with Wolverine comics because I grew up with those, and there's some Wolverine comics that are trash.
Yeah,
Same goes with every superhero. There's some just bullshit comics that they'll piss you off and you'll walk away from it. And sometimes the stuff that I think is garbage, I'll have 20 other people be like, my God, did you read this book? I love this book. And I'm just like, yeah, that book kind of sucked. I don't get why everybody likes it.
Right. That's what, you know, because everybody's different, man. I mean, you're always going to run into stuff like that. But
yeah.
But as I was getting, you know, that's what I was getting at. It's just like, I don't know. You can, like we were talking about, like those the people that were the 1/18th scale or, you know, 3 3/4 inch scale. It's like those people are like,
is Liddell still in here? Because he's one of them.
He probably went to sleep.
Oh, Liddell? No, he's probably playing video games.
He's sleeping.
He's not.
So who was it? Somebody? Oh no, he's still in here. Like he said. This is my favorite. It looks like it didn't. I can't tell if there was a space in there, but it looked like he said 11/8 is the future. And you know, watching Liddell type sometimes is my favorite thing.
He'll figure it out one day.
He always said he's like fat fingers. I'm like, shut up, Liddell. You don't have fat fingers.
Fat fingers.
I'm gonna try to meet up with them this Saturday though. I'm gonna try to meet up with him because I'm gonna give. I just want to hook. So keep this in mind. I'm gonna give Ori, Bob, and Liddell some of your hot sauce.
Yes, good.
Which means we have to get some kind of footage of them.
I need to watch them burn.
Now, dude, I haven't tried the pineapple stuff. It's gonna be it's rough, isn't it?
No, that pineapple jalapeno hot sauce is delicious.
It's
amazing.
It?
Yeah, you'll probably eat the whole bottle in one setting. Nah, you won't, but it's good. It's really good.
Dude, that habanero, man.
Yeah, that stuff's so good.
So now I'm eating it with everything, and I'm just nervous. I mean, because it doesn't, like, you know, whenever I go to sleep and wake up, it doesn't fill up.
Right.
You know, and I'm...
Yeah, it's not magic. It's not a magic jar. So every day you wake up... I think I gave... Is Greg still in here? Did I give you a jar of that habanero stuff?
Greg was in here. Greg has been cracking me up, man. I haven't been... I wish... I wish I could comment on everything, man. I keep seeing everything. Greg was like, Bill is right. Vintage wave is for nerds. I didn't say that. Greg!
Yeah.
Damn it, Greg. No hot sauce for me. Okay. Oh, Raph is in here.
Is it Ralph? He doesn't like hot sauce?
No, he just means you didn't send him.
Send him some hot sauce. Okay.
Raph could handle it.
I got to get Raph's address and I'll send him some.
Raph, you're asking for trouble, man.
That's right.
You're asking for it. God dang, dude. Okay, let's get down to this. I don't know if Angelo's still in here. He's probably not because he's like, oh, he's not going to fix my figure tonight. I have been working on his figure here, and the amount of glue that is in this joint is scary. I've been working on this thing
What are you doing?
with a razor blade. I'm having this thing. I had to heat it up to pry it out of the arm because there was so much glue in it.
Oh my god.
Angelo.
Well, I mean, he had to fix it. He used enough glue.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I feel bad. Like sometimes these guys are like, they hit me up and they're like, "Oh, I need this fixed." I'm like, "All right, cool." And they're like, "I tried to fix it myself." And I'm like, "Oh, that means I gotta charge you more.
You gotta send it. You gotta send it to the Toychanics.
I gotta charge you more because there's glue in it." Oh. Yeah. Also feel bad. I feel bad as well because another guy sent me this bat and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna try to fix that live," and I forgot that it's been so long since I've done this, and I'm actually kind of humbled by we had a good 30 people on tonight, which is really, really cool. It was
awesome!
Really good
cool.
Support came out tonight to see us.
Yeah, we're big. We're big time now.
I know. We should probably be getting like sponsorship soon.
Yeah.
By Austin. Austin's gonna be the one that sponsors us. Freaking crazy. I haven't talked to you I haven't talked to Austin forever, man. Austin did himself a favor.
Back,
he decided he was going to take a break from social media, and I bet you he's freaking happy now.
Yeah, he's reached Zen.
God, that's the way to do it. I'll tell you what.
Greg responded back about hot sauce.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, read what he said.
I don't want to read it out loud.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to read that out loud either, but we're sorry, Greg. How does the song go? The Pepto song?
Oh, yeah, as Christine would say it. Diarrhea.
Yeah, remember that song?
I wish she was here so bad. I want her to sing it.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. You just sing that song, and a diarrhea gnome comes out, and he boops you on the belly.
Oh, you know what's about to... So, this is kind of random. At work, we are doing door decorations, like for Christmas. And we decided that we were going to do movie themes at our corporate office.
Oh, you picked The Passion?
Ooh. No, I didn't. No, I didn't choose that one. Corey. Which chose.
Did you pick?
I chose Home Alone because Home Alone's awesome, and that's why I bought the Red Ryder Daisy. But it's gonna be public, which means
you're gonna have a gun in front of all those people.
No, dang it. You're killing me. The voting's going to be public. It's going to be a public thing, which means I can coax all of the people on Instagram and YouTube to vote for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, through friendship.
Yeah. To finally, after all these years, I'm gonna abuse the friendship.
There you go. It's about time. Sometimes you gotta cash it in.
But what it's gonna do is it's gonna I hope it's an overwhelming amount of likes on the door that's probably not the best. Josh hit you up, he's like, Passion would be Easter. You should have known, dude. Josh is in a Christian rock band.
Oh man.
You should have known. He got you.
They're like, hey, you know who else who likes rock music? Jesus.
The dude's pretty metal. Not a lot of people have piercings like Jesus, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus?
Yeah.
They're like, you know who else has pierced nipples? Jesus.
No. Could you imagine? Be like, that's weird.
Like,
Where's it say that? It's somewhere in the back.
It changes the tone of the Passion completely.
It's like, this is strange.
They're like, why is he smiling up there?
He shouldn't be.
Why is he moaning?
He shouldn't be smiling.
I don't like this version of the Passion.
I don't like this version of Jesus.
Can't believe I paid $100 for it on pay-per-view. It's weird.
He's friends with Danzig. It's weird. Oh God, and Jesus Christ, played by Glenn Danzig. It's like, I got something to say. It's like, nope.
Nope.
Nope. Don't say it. Oh, no. You stupid. Hang on. Bruh.
Yeah.
I lost connection on my stupid... My good camera.
Your good camera? Oh, your camera went out?
And my camera dies.
Oh, on your work cam.
There it goes.
Oh, man. R.I.P.
It's back. I think it just went to sleep.
You're back.
Had to take a little nap.
Welcome back.
Had to take... Thanks. Appreciate it. Man, I've been getting... You know what's funny is I've gotten an alarming amount of figures here lately that came in through pre-orders.
Yeah, at the end of the year, this year, I feel like I've gotten a lot of shit that I've just been waiting on. Like, everybody else has had it for months.
Man,
now all of a sudden...
I got hit. I got hit with, like, so many. I was just sitting there looking at my PayPal, and I was like, well, that's done. Or, then a lot, though. Actually, a lot were actually already paid for, so that was kind of cool. But, I got my NECA stuff in. I was really happy with the Channel 6 box set. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Do you wish that they would have found a way to have regular option parts for April?
100% yes. That was kind of embarrassing, I think, on their part. I'm like...
Yeah, they could have found a way to release a smaller head for that April.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got a great one already, so...
Yeah. I mean, for everybody else that has been trying to get a hold of an April, and then if you finally get her, like paying aftermarket price,
right?
You get her in hand, and you're like, what scale is her head?
Dude, it was funny, too, the fact that you mentioned that. I was looking at... I found mine the other day, the old head. I was like, good Lord, that is a big noggin.
So you buried it in the backyard and you had a hard time getting enough dirt over it?
Dude, it's a big noggin. That's a big old head.
It's not enough dirt in my backyard to bury this big ass head.
Dude, it's so, like, okay, watch this. This is kind of funny. Where you at? Let me grab it over here. I found it and I was looking at the cat April, right? Check this out. This is kind of crazy. So, by their standards...
When she turns into a cat, her head shrinks?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that head is gigantic. I love it.
It's a big old head. Like, the hair's smaller. The head... This is a big head. I want, Corey, you might be able to shrink this.
Yeah, I'm sure I could. It's definitely not as desirable as the head that you have.
Oh God, no! That head is beautiful.
Who did you get that from? That head is awesome.
I want to. You know what? I imagine if we searched our conversation, we could find out.
Yeah.
I remember I looked it up, and yeah, that's for anybody else out there who's wondering what we're talking about. This is I'll have to find who did the head, but Corey painted this head up, and it's just gorgeous.
She came out all right.
All right. She looks amazing. This thing's awesome. It's just a very, very well done. And props to matching the that pen and ink look.
The skin?
Well, skin, yeah, but no, just that pen and ink look, like how you were able to
doing the
black
really
lines
thin.
and the animated look. Yeah. That's amazing. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, that's fun. I don't really get a chance to do that very often because a lot of comic book heads, you want them to match your Marvel Legend.
Mm-hmm.
And the Legends don't really have any of the what do you call that? The animation, the cell shade look.
Yeah, it's that like that hand drawn pen kind of look, and
it would be fun to do more heads like that. I would love to do like a set of like Avengers or something that have that cell shade look. That'd be really fun.
Well, wait, who's doing that?
They're kind of doing that with the X-Men cartoon figures
Is that Hasbro?
for Legends. So I guess at
Sorry.
some point I'll probably do some of those Kotobukiya Beast heads
Yeah.
that look like the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
I might do some of those with the cell shade, like the line work around the nose and mouth and everything.
You mean those ones that I sent you to copy? Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
right.
That's a little inside joke, guys.
You know, I bought that Kodo Beast and Cyclops set, and I didn't realize he came with the glasses.
You threw them away.
And I threw the package away. Yeah, like a dumbass.
It's not like you couldn't sculpt some glasses.
Yeah, I probably have some glasses somewhere around here, but I hold a grudge against myself. That's all it is. I can't believe I did that.
I get it.
It's not the same.
I know. Well, surely there's a file out there for that.
Oh yeah.
Golly, this figures.
Did Captain McKay know where that head came from? He was saying that head sculpt is way better than the stock one.
I'll find out. I'll find out for you, Cap.
Yeah. Who shared that one with you? Was it Ant?
Man, why do I feel like it was Shadow Moses?
Maybe.
I feel like it was Shadow Moses. Like that's
Yeah, it might have been.
for some reason that's the name that's coming to mind. You might, Cap, if you're like just kind of dicking around on the internet right now, like that might be a check out Shadow
Moses on Instagram for us and let us know if
that might be it.
Yeah.
Golly, there's so much glue. This is so much Spidey action tonight.
Too many Spider-Man?
Too many
Spider-Man?
Too many Spider-Man.
Spider-Dude.
God, this is a weird stink. Gotta be careful with these old figures too, man. I don't ever want to like heat them up so much that it melts the plastic.
Oh man. So on those old Toy Biz figures, have you had any of them melt like that?
What is it?
Have you ever had any of those old Toy Biz figures just straight up melt?
Well, actually, right now I'm working on I think this is a Mofex. Actually, yes. Well,
Oh yeah, you're working on that Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, I've had a Hasbro figure melt.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it was the black suit Spider-Man too, which really sucked.
What? How did it melt? You were using your heat gun on it for too long?
I was using the heat gun on it to try to fix the those busted butterfly joints that they had, and it freaking melted the hard plastic, which there's no coming back from, you know? And I guess unless you just get lucky, but you see it happen too. It's like you're sitting there heating it up and all of a sudden it goes, eh. I'm like, oh no, it like crumbles like bacon. I'm like, oh no. That has changed.
God.
That has permanently changed its form and structure at this point.
So what did you end up having to give one out from your personal collection, or was it your personal figure to begin with?
I do believe I traded it out for mine. I was like, hey dude, I screwed up your figure. This was a long time ago. And I was like, hey, here's mine. And the guy was like, are you sure? And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, are you arguing? Like, dude, I messed up your figure, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's like no way I could
take it. Nobody's looking. Take it.
Yeah, really. I was like, dude, don't trust me. I was like, this is on me. This is the risk I took. And he's like, yeah, it's just imagine somebody doing that. I was like, look, if you took and I know it's not on the same scale, but it's the same. It's when it's your name and your business and your work. You take your car in somewhere and it's like, hey man, we punctured your hood.
Yeah, they would be like, and we're gonna have to charge you for it.
Yeah, would you be okay with that?
Yeah, would you
be cool? You be okay with that, man? You be okay with that?
Fixing, we punctured your hood, so you're gonna have to pay for it. Is that okay?
No.
And you're like, no, that's
It's
not okay.
It's far from okay. It's pretty far from okay right now, man. Yeah, so that sucks, man. I've only had that happen maybe once or twice. I think. Yeah, I think it's once or twice. I think one time I had like a elbow I messed up, and I was like, dang it. I was like, all right, man. Hey, I'm sending you mine. And they're like, oh my god, are you
Yeah.
sure? I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
That's one of the reasons I like painting the stuff that I cast, because I couldn't imagine, like, let's say I painted a print or something, and my initial coat I wasn't happy with.
Mm-hmm.
On my own resin, I know that I can throw this in some purple power and scrub the acrylic off after a day. But I don't know how prints or other people's resins would react. So, like, if I took commissions for stuff like that, said, oh, yeah, I'll paint your resin cast for you or what have you, that would be so much of a gamble for me.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, what happens if you mess up?
Yeah. You go, hey, could you order this? And they go, no, that's a $35 print. And you're like, oh.
That sucks, man, because
Yeah.
I messed it up.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I punctured the hood of your car.
Yeah, exactly. I've punctured the
Yeah.
hood of your car, dude. I'm sorry. It's like, the hell you did? Yeah. Man, this sucks, dude. I'm gonna have to make a new piece to plug in this, which isn't problem.
What
but
is it?
So
The socket or the
yeah, check this out. So we've got this guy right here, right?
peg? Okay.
And this bit right here just kind of
that's
that
the
just
shoulder
glues in
joint,
here.
huh?
Just glues in, no big deal. But
Oh.
then it's got the sandwiched piece in the middle.
Well, do you want me to see if I have a red joint that's roughly that size?
It's not. This isn't really that bad. It's what it needs to be. What happened here is. Let's see if I can get in the camera here. You can see the hole right there that I was trying to drill.
So does that shoulder? Is there normally a?
It's a
like
ball.
A butterfly.
No,
Yeah,
it's like a little
there.
ball. It's a little ball. This is like a normal one that goes on there.
Yeah.
And the range on this thing kind of sucks. I mean, no offense to the owner, but
that figure was kind of notorious for being janky.
I mean, he can't even lift it, dude. There's a stress mark
on the other joint.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. I'm worried that this thing is just like gonna. Yeah, it's like you can't even lift this arm up all the way unless this one's locked too. This arm is locked too.
Oh man,
Angelo, did you know this arm was locked? I can see the glue on it.
So I was thinking on Psylocke,
mm-hmm.
on her neck joint, because it doesn't have any range to go forward because it has that L shape on the ball joint, or the peg for the ball joint. I was thinking that I might have to increase the range of motion on this.
Yeah.
What I might do, so you know how on a lot of like Spider-Mans, you can just cut a notch at the back of the neck.
Yeah.
And it'll give you a lot more upwards range.
Yeah.
I might be able to do that on this. This is going to seem like sacrilege taking a $100 figure and doing this with, but
not really.
I could probably put just a little notch on the front here. There's somebody in the background go, "Oh God, what are you doing, you moron?"
Well, it's like that night me and Ori were sitting there working on that Black Mana figure.
Right.
People were very thankful for that mod.
He's hard to get now.
Yeah, people were pretty thankful for that mod, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was this arm was glued too. Oh,
man.
Damn. Didn't know that. And now this arm is also broke. So we have to fix this one too. Yeah.
Yeah, it still doesn't. You know what I might have to do? I thought about this. at the neck, the torso here,
Mm-hmm.
this doesn't hardly get any range of motion at all. That, or maybe you just gotta push it a little more. I'm not sure. I may heat it up and pop her apart and see what I can do.
Yeah.
Because there are a handful of joints where I feel like, having other Mayfix figures, I'm like, oh man, this moves great. And then she has some limitations to her range.
I did that for a couple of clients here lately. I was like, hey, like, the color doesn't necessarily match on this joint, but I think it's going to it was close, and it's pretty hidden. Yeah. I was like, I think it's going to give you better range. And they're like, yeah, go for it, man. Like, most of my clients are pretty freaking great. And yeah, I went in and like changed it out, and I was like, what do you think of this? And they're like, that is so much better. It was like for the one of those original oh god, the Wonder Woman
the
film
from what company?
Mofex. It was bad.
Oh, okay. It
was the first one.
Yeah?
It was pretty bad.
Damn.
Yeah, it was rough.
But that was still early enough that Mofex was kind of working out the kinks, right?
Yeah. Do you think it's worth modding female bodies to improve ab crunch? I guess it depends on what figure you're talking about, but yeah, I mean, if it's
for sure.
you have to ask, is it worth it for you? And you also need to make sure that you are, do you have a figure that's similar that you can test it on first, so you know what you're doing when you go into it?
I would probably test it out on Legends, because there's so many female figures that have the exact same body. You can test out that. What kind of sucks with the female bodies for Legends is that the ball joint is only at the waist, or I say the waist, the ab area.
Yeah.
The upper torso doesn't have a ball joint, so it doesn't have two axes to work with.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the reasons you don't get a lot of range out of those female torsos.
Yeah, you're right.
What's up, Eric?
Oh, the Hark.
Yeah. Eric, did you get Psylocke? He will like this figure.
Yeah, yeah, I know Eric will.
The first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna be like, oh shit, I need another one to make a custom with.
Oh man, you know what's funny? I wanted to hit up like, man, I just don't have. I wish I had the money to pay the guys. I really wish I did, because I would give them a nightmare of a job. Hit up Eric and Greg and be like, hey, you guys want to make some Assassin's Creed figures?
Right.
Man. Oh, we were talking about that the other day, and the amount of detail. Oh, I can't imagine. That's so much. That is so much. Like, I was looking at those NECA figures, and I'm like, these are awesome. And like we were talking about, I was like, this is a job for a soft goods creator to make this. And it is
if you had a company like Bullet Head Studios or Limb or one of those companies doing Assassin's Creed, that would be ideal.
Oh, man. They'd be so gorgeous.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
There's just so much to it, man. That's layers and layers. And that's why you can't have a good figure of them, is because you have to have that. You have to have soft goods in it.
Right.
To get those awesome poses. I mean, those are very acrobatic characters. God dang, dude, this thing is... I can't even get this thing to move. I can get it to fall and roll, though. These shoulder joints are nuts.
What? Oh, they're just not popping out?
No, I got them. I'm trying to just... So I'm having to run a razor blade.
Ooh, you better be careful.
That's part of the job. I'm having to run a razor blade through these things. What is that? What figure is that?
It's a Mythic Legion. So this is one of the elf army builders.
He looks awesome.
And he was just gold. And I had a hankering to paint. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the green filigree on the armor.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
right up
like
your alley
that.
with Aquaman colors.
I know. I bite
Yeah,
down on that pretty hard. That's that's clean, man.
yeah. You know, I'm surprised that we haven't seen Mythic Legions that kind of have that. I mean, we've seen customs of it, but Mythic Legions that have sort of
Justice
like
League,
a superhero. Well, you know what they did? One
He-Man.
of the trolls they did, those gigantic trolls,
Mm-hmm.
is orange with a big blue eye, and he's like a tribute to the Thing.
Oh, really? Oh, Blue
Yeah.
Eyes. Man, I would love. Did you ever see those? Did you ever see those? Oh, what the hell were they? They were just art, but it was like Victorian era Justice League characters. You had
I think
like
so.
you had
Yeah.
Aquaman was like in a diver suit.
Yeah.
Oh man, I would love something like that. So Eric, you said that it's funny. Somebody said the Psylocke needs thigh cuts. I got her into some pretty great poses without one. I think you could add one, and you could probably add a little bit. But I think the issue that, and I've run into this with every single company that makes female action figures, and if somebody can show me one that does this, then awesome. I'd love to see it. A female figure that can cross her legs
Oh yeah.
while sitting.
Huh.
You know that thing that
Um.
you know that thing that women do a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Leg over the other.
I would
Yeah.
love to see that in an action figure.
Um. Man. So
I couldn't get her to do it.
they should have put. It would have benefited if they had put a thigh cut at the top of the straps here.
Yeah, and I think I you can add one for sure, but
Yeah.
and I'm
I don't know
wondering
though.
if that peg goes down far enough in there, it might just be a simple cut and pop the peg in, just like the McFarlane stuff.
Yeah.
It's just you
Maybe.
got to do it
It's weird because there's like a plug in
right,
there for
right.
there's like a little ball and socket with a hinge swivel on it,
Yeah,
because you can feel it when you turn her legs. You can feel that there is sort of a thigh swivel.
yeah.
It just doesn't have anywhere to go. The leg locks up immediately. I don't know.
You can get her
Honestly,
into some
I'm
really
probably
great
just gonna
poses.
find one pose to put her in, and then stick her on a flight stand.
That's what I did, man. I've got her up on mine right now with her freaking one's got a sword in the hand, one's got her effect,
Yeah.
just like what you're doing.
Yep.
I got one leg
Yep.
up, one leg down, and she looks great.
Doing some ninja shit.
I'm not like, but like it's the people that honestly that should be doing, um, in my opinion, action figure reviews are people like Captain McKay. People that are
Yeah.
doing like
Do
stop motion.
yeah, stop motion. That'd be cool.
I watched. Did you see his Kung Lao bit the other day? He did.
I don't think so. I'm also not a lot of Mortal Kombat stuff just kind of goes past me.
Dude, I mean, it's Mortal Kombat. Whatever. He had Kung Lao like just doing moves, and it's so incredibly smooth. It's a Storm Collectibles figure, and
I like his King Kong video a lot.
I like the fact, yeah, the King Kong is really impressive because
Seriously.
because I know when you watch his King Kong video, it actually looks like the old school
source.
King Kong stuff,
Yeah.
and then he takes like a Kung Lao figure, and it looks more modern. It looks very smooth and
Cool.
fast. I'm like, that is an art. Like I don't know, I build Cap up a lot just because I don't have to. I really don't have to build. I talk about him because when I see something like that, I know that it was intentional. And dude, I don't know, man. I was really impressed with that, and to see those
He's missing
figures that
out,
are able
though,
to do it.
because he could be making stop motion of Conan with some of the Phison bodies, the Phison females.
Mm-hmm. Oh, don't stop.
I mean, he could.
Don't.
Yeah,
No.
there's a market there. Conan and his 50 girlfriends, they're all Phison girls with those lifeless faces.
Stop.
I think there's a market. Like there's Michael, I think.
Dude,
I think
He said Ed Boon retweeted the Kung Lao. That's
that's
freaking awesome.
That's the dude, right?
That's the dude. Yeah, that's co-creator of Mortal Kombat,
that's
man.
Cool.
That is really cool. And let's just go ahead and skip ahead, so we're not talking about stop motion porn anymore.
Oh, you don't want to talk about Conan and the Fison bodies? I've seen a lot of great photos.
Here we go. You just had to go back into it. Could you imagine, like, Cap having to come, like, after he's, like, in the middle of this session doing this, and he's like...
Yeah. And one of his buddies comes over, and he's like, what are you doing? I do that to your toy collection, not you.
He's like, this is turning me into something I didn't want to be.
God, I hate money.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. God, I hate money.
I hate money.
Oh, hey, you could make money. Yeah, that's what happened. Somebody walks in on that. It's like, you could make money off of that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, no. You can make money off of doing what you're doing right now just for why ever you're doing it. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that with your fingers?
Yeah. Captain McKay says, I can't justify owning those bodies. Like, how do I explain owning that? Well,
I do stop motion
on
videos.
the back of the package for those TB League bodies, there's a sentence that says, this is not a sex toy.
Yeah.
So just hold the package at all times, and anytime somebody goes, why do you have this? You go, listen, it says here on the box, it's not a sex toy.
The fact that, why do they have to put that on there? Like, okay, right. I don't. How does that? What do you mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you had to tell somebody, it's like, hey, by the way, this tiny figure, it ain't gonna. It doesn't. You can't do it.
Don't,
what do you want?
Just don't. I saw the way you were looking at her.
Stop it.
What? I wasn't gonna.
Oh, man. I think that is probably... So, I have... Every now and then, I will catch a Robo review.
Uh-huh.
And that has got to be... The Vampirella has got to be my favorite one. It is got to be my favorite one. If it would have
been like every time, he would go, oop, titty fell out. Like, if he would have done that throughout the whole review, I would have been crying.
Dude, I was dying because he'd make these, like, very kind of PG jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's what I love about him, is that he keeps it clean like that. But I wish there was another camera off to the side that showed him, like, adjusting it, where he had to stop and be like...
It'd be funny if, like, they switched to the cam of Robo, and he's like touching the toy, and his wife is crossing her arms in the background.
It zooms in on her. She's like,
"It's like I didn't."
If now this is where we draw the line. This is where we draw the line. Like,
yeah.
Well, I told you that I had to do this. Like, this is what when I told you I was going to get into toy reviews, I told you there might be some really realistic. Soft bits on figures. You didn't tell me that.
Listen, when you got in this relationship, you knew how this was going to go. There's going to be twists. There's going to be turns. I'm going to have to touch a rubber titty. All right?
Rubber titty. Cap said he's going to enlarge that and print it out. Yeah, that's what I was thinking the same thing. Like, disclaimer. By the way, I need you to sign this that you won't tell anybody what you saw in here.
Yeah,
it's like, well, that's not weird.
They walk into his house. He points. He goes, "See the sign?"
Before you
what? Yeah, just before you see anything, before you say anything, I have a sign that clarifies.
There's
everything.
A sign here. Okay, man. That's pretty funny. It's not a joke.
Oh, you've got a lot of those.
Yeah. They get dirty real easy.
Yeah, they get dirty.
Dude,
so
you know what's funny though? That's
still
a client that I had he's like, hey man, I was working on a custom figure and it didn't really work out. He's like, I don't know if you take fodder or whatever. And he wasn't trying to like pay me in fodder. He's like, I just got some stuff. He's like, I don't need any more. I was like, yeah, dude, I'll take whatever. And he sent me one of those It's a Fison body. It's a male.
The male?
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
kind of looked like Chris Redfield.
So
Which
I have that same. I bought that figure because
Yeah,
I was like,
okay.
all right, I have to see at least one in hand.
It's got a metal frame, right, or a steel frame?
Yeah, it has a metal skeleton inside of it, which is really cool. I love the concept of all that.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like whenever you feel it in hand and it's fleshy.
Even
You're
I was like,
immediately oh,
yeah, I got that, and I was like, it was kind of, I have to say, this is kind of weird. So it's like, it came with like a tank top and like a shirt or something. And
like
I was
some
like,
underwear or something. Yeah.
I was like, all right, well, let's see what we got, what we're working with here. So I started putting on, and you got to raise his arms up, right, to put the shirt on. And I was like, damn, if that don't look real. Like, it looked like dude was trying to put his shirt on. I was like, all right. And then after the realization hits you very quickly. I was like, all right, this is weird. Let's try to get this on fast. And
you're
then
over there squishing. You're over there squishing it.
You're
like,
pushing it down, whatnot.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting here like, cause dude, I won't lie, my desk gets filthy with like just tons of plastic. You know, there's always shavings and stuff like coming off. Whenever I gotta send a figure back, I make sure I'm gonna dust her off or whatnot. And you know, you have to, just because it's like, hey, there's plastic everywhere.
Yeah.
That figure would not get clean. And I was like, I'm not about to it just had like, just stuff on it.
Yeah, you got him dirty. I get it.
Yeah, just like pieces of plastic or something. And I was like, man, this thing's never going to get clean. I have no idea where that thing went. And if I wouldn't be surprised if I gave it to...
It's just covered in hair at this point.
I think I gave it to Clayton. I might have given it to Clayton.
Oh, man. What is Clayton going to do? Now, that figure has passed 3 different people's hands at this point. And because I know it picks up everything.
What are you
weird.
Getting at?
I don't want to know where it is anymore. I just want it to be thrown away. Can it go back to like the Wendy's dumpster?
Listen, if it had anything from my house, it's dog hair or plastic.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Can it go back to the Wendy's dumpster it came out of? That's all I'm asking.
What Eric said, if you don't wipe off the powder, they don't get dirty. The powder, how...
Are we talking about the toy or
some kind of a working person?
Yeah.
A person of the night. You got to work off that powder. Don't wipe off that powder. That's how you... What does that even mean, Eric? Oh, what you working? What is that? Is that Toby?
You'll get your damn rent money.
It is Toby, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now all I can think of is like, you need the landlord.
That would be amazing.
Dude, Austin said Fison bodies are single use.
Oh.
That's so rough.
No.
No.
I don't want to.
That's so bad. No. That's fun. That's funny. Single use in bodies. Oh my God, Austin. That's nice. Jeez. No.
I don't know where I stuck my first size for Conan, but
did you?
He's almost done.
What are you? What is that going on? The Mezco? You didn't get the Mezco.
No. I wanted to do something more in line with like Marvel Comics Conan.
Ooh, cool.
Like Basima. And so I sculpted this one, and the idea is to put him on like a Hercules body. That way he's big, but it would also be kind of fun to put these on Legions as well.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing how many Legions collectors there are, But I haven't. So I like Legions a lot. I haven't really had a whole lot of luck with stuff that I've made for Legions.
You mean like selling wise?
Yeah, because I've done a few different heads to go on to Mythic Legions. But they take a real long time to sell.
Are you in any specific Legions groups?
I am, yeah. I'm in the Cabal, but I never really advertised there because I feel like everyone does.
I think you're gonna be bringing something original though to the table. I think that'd be worth.
Yeah.
I think it'd be worth trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
because you're gonna be bringing something like I said, original to the table. It's like I imagine those guys will probably eat that up. I know I would. Like, you know, you see something just like the other day when you posted those mouse heads that fit on plunderling bodies.
Oh, those are so cool.
Dude, I bought those in 5 minutes.
That's awesome.
I hit that guy
knew
up and I was
when
like,
I
these
saw
are
them-
awesome.
When I saw them, I was like, I knew you were going to like them. And I figured maybe Ori or Clayton would have liked them enough to get a set.
Yeah, I would see Ori getting them, just because he's kind of into that too. Like I could see him like with his Lilo and Stitch love,
Oh, yeah.
you know, something like that. But like he's
Oh,
got
man.
plenty of
I'm
those as well.
surprised he hadn't tried to turn a Plunderling into Stitch.
Oh yeah, you could. Yeah, I wonder. Like, so I'm not familiar with that
Cool.
character really well, but it is. I wonder if the hands and feet are the same. You know what I mean? Like how many fingers and toes they have. That'd be interesting. Man, I wish I knew what kind of joint was in this thing, because
On which figure?
this Mofex,
Oh, the Spider-Man?
yeah, because now I have to fix both of these.
Ooh.
But now I've got it, dude. Both of these, I had to unlock.
Oh,
Gosh,
man.
these are tough to unlock, man.
Eric was saying that his Conan cape that he did not long ago didn't go over very well. That sucks because
Really?
I don't know.
Maybe it is something with the Legions crowd. I would have thought
Maybe
that.
everybody wants their Conan naked.
Well, I mean, that seems to be the thing, right? I mean, I've seen a lot of people like, where I don't know if it's a lot of people or it's just one person, but a lot of people like post like, it's like nude body mods for the female legions. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh God!
Have you seen that? Like, is that what people want? Naked toys?
How did we go? We were talking about the fights and stuff.
I don't.
Yeah, why is that? And it's for the females. Like, there's a lot of people that make new tops for the female mythic legions so that they can walk around as God made them, I guess.
Like, I would understand if you made a female body that had like a right breast missing. You know, so for like
an Amazon,
more like Amazon. Yeah, I would like, I guess, but I don't know if it has to be nude. Like, you could sculpt the armor. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I don't know, man. That's a different crowd, I guess. I don't know.
It is funny that there's so many now.
I just have no desire to have a naked figure. Like, I think it'd be funny. Like, I think it's funny to have so I did, I don't need anatomically correct, but like I printed this out, like the censored thing. So I think that's funny
hilarious.
to throw like on a V-Toys body, you know, which is, you know, bald as a baby already. It's just blank.
Yeah.
So that's funny to me because it's a blank, you know, that's more imagination and fun. But it's like, man,
Right.
there's these figures that are anatomically correct, and I'm like, why? I guess the one I would understand is like, you've got, you know, Da Vinci's man, and then
the Vitruvian man.
yeah, Vitruvian
they
man, and then
figure
you've got Michelangelo, and I'm like, I think those are actually very cool. Like, I would love to own all of those just in a set, but just, you know, as they are. But then also I think about the price, and I'm like, why would I think they're very cool. I think just because they are what they are, the art pieces. But I could already see the wrong like, I feel like you should have to answer a 200 question questionnaire.
There's a
Be like, dude,
there's a
do you
background
really
check.
want this? And if we see you posting stuff like this, especially if you're gonna put that stupid Woody head on this thing, get out of here. I know you're gonna do it. I know you're gonna do
Good,
it.
I'm glad. I'm glad. That's amazing. The Woody head is the funniest thing I've ever seen in the toy. Like the fact that that exists to begin with, and somebody said, "Oh, I got some ideas for this."
You know, it was. You know what the best part about that figure was is like every person that owned it and did
Mhm.
what they did with it when it wasn't, appropriate was like, man, it was such an easy way to figure out who I wouldn't hang out with or be friends with. Like it's one thing to be like, hey, look what I did with this figure. It's like you come over to somebody's
Right.
place and like, look at this funny. It's like, yeah, but you put it out there for the public to see, and then it's like you got a like 300 perverts to like it. And I'm like, that's weird, dude. That's weird, man. I just think it's weird. I'm like, man, like that's where you are, huh? Okay. I mean, that's where you are. Anyways.
So we were talking about legions a minute ago. One of the things that I had designed was I was working with my buddy John, and he was like, "Hey, I can do like mechanical designs, like weapons and things
Oh, okay.
for toys and stuff." And I was like, "Oh, I want like a little Crusaders axe," and it's got the little cross on it.
Oh, that's super cool.
So he designed that for me, and these are up. These are still on the site. And then the other thing he did, I was like, "There's gladiators, but there's no gladius to go with them."
Mm-hmm.
Like the gladiator figures in Legions are some of the coolest ones, and I was like, they need their little short sword, that gladius.
Huh.
And then, so those are up. I have those on the site.
That's
and
awesome.
I need to bring this guy back. I've been meaning to. It's a like a Viking axe. Yeah, so I got to bring this dude back.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very.
Man,
that would go well with the Assassin's Creed Viking stuff,
bro. I was just about to bring it up. You knew it. You knew I was about to bring it up. That's been killing me. Like so the craziest thing about those games is when you're playing it and the love I now have for the flail weapon.
Cool.
I think it's cool. I was playing. Did you ever play For Honor?
No, I've never played it.
Oh God, it's like
that was.
It's a multiplayer versus with Dark Souls difficulty almost.
Cool.
Like it's insanely technical. Like the way the fights work, they're not like crazy fast. You have to be it's very technical. And
now,
I got to playing with
the one that had Vikings, samurai, and knights.
You're correct. Yes.
Oh yeah, I need to play that.
And I got to playing with the flail, and it's hard, but I was like, what a weapon. And then it just it led me down a rabbit hole of like learning the history of the difference between a mace and a flail, and then stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And I think that is one of the coolest weapons, and it's one of the weapons that are not used or utilized in figure form hardly at all. Like, I think I have one for my Castlevania Simon. I think that might be one of the only flails I have. And actually, that might be a mace.
There's definitely one for Legions.
See, that's a really cool weapon. Like, it's just an awesome weapon. I really like that weapon. It's just a fun one. But in that Vikings game, man, Valhalla, you can do double-handed weapons, so you can do two flails at once. You can do one flail, you can do a flail and a sword, a flail and a shield, and it's cool to see the mechanics of that weapon. And I'm like, how many people killed themselves practicing with a flail? Like,
right?
And how embarrassing. Like, it's one thing to hit yourself in the head and crack your head with like a damn nunchuck.
Right.
A flail will disfigure you. Like that's a crazy weapon, man. But I find it very interesting how that weapon works and whatnot. That's something that I would want in figure form, just to have like a custom knight or something like that.
So when they put
I haven't watched that yet, but I do look forward to it.
when they put out the Crusaders for Legions, that was one of the first weapons that everybody's like, okay, where are
the flails?
Flails, yeah, to go with him.
No kidding.
And they made it. They put it in the Knight's weapon pack, and it's awesome. But the first thing I thought, I was like, ooh, it'd be cool to have. So Crusaders had this like pick hammer that on one side where the hammerhead is, it's like 4 prongs at the end.
Okay.
And then the other side is a pick.
Oh, geez.
They're amazing. They're so cool looking. And I guarantee you that would be like the most deadly weapon on the battlefield, as long as it doesn't get stuck.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like, man, that'd be terrible.
Yeah.
All right. That weapon was good for a hit.
They were like, yeah, it's buried in that guy's head.
Yeah. If you can pry it out, but you might want to get it after the fight's over with.
Yeah.
Because you're going to spend your time getting that and then your back's don't do it. Don't do that.
Wouldn't recommend it.
Nah, man. Like I said, I was telling you the other day, Christine and I we just started that show Vikings, and I'm like, Jesus, this is amazing. And watching the fights go in, and I'm like, man, I was like, boy, they like their axes. Man, love them axes, dude. I was like, golly. I was like, it's funny. It's like you always watch these movies and TV shows and you read the books and stuff like that, but it's like really kind of getting your mind into them. Yeah, so look at that. Oh, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Olaf just says the flail was never actually a historically used weapon because it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Because I feel like as soon as you hit one, it's not just gonna chop through and come back around. Right. It's gonna like stop, and then you gotta. Here we go. You gotta get momentum going. It doesn't make sense, but it's such a cool fantasy weapon.
I think the biggest problem is that some of those weapon designs like that may have been torture weapons as opposed to field use.
Yeah. Dude.
So it's possible that somebody was just, dropping that thing on people's toes in a dungeon.
Oh, stop. They hear that. Well, that's my favorite thing when I'm sitting there playing Valhalla, and so I've got one of the flails on, and so Christine's playing, and she uses like a scythe, right? She's got a scythe and like an axe. So it's just like, she's running, whatever. When I'm running, it's like clink, 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 clink. Clink, clink. I'm like, I was like, that's my flail. It just cracks me up. I'm like, it's like you're supposed to be stealthy. It's like, dang chain hanging around. Like, that is the last weapon you want. Terrible. But it's crazy.
Viking assassin that laughs.
Yeah, that's me. You're the worst assassin. Like, everybody, that's the best thing about that game, though, is like, you don't have to be. Which is what I hated at first, but now I love it, because if you have a bad day, you don't have to be stealthy. You're not going to fail a mission because you're not stealthy. You're a Viking. Like, literally, it's like, hey, let's go do a raid. It's like, you could either be quiet or you got a freaking horn that's like, boom. It's like, let's go. It's like, you guys are not being quiet at all. Like, oh my gosh. Being a Viking would have been tough. No wonder. I bet you it was like 3 or 4 battles in before they were like, hey, a lot of us aren't making it through a lot of battles, so we should probably be like, hey, if you die in battle, Valhalla, so it's really great because we are so not quiet and we just rush in and we're not doing a lot of good. It's like, this is a lot easier. So yeah, if you die in battle, it's cool. So don't be afraid.
Austin was asking you if you had seen The Last Duel yet.
I have not.
Greg had hit me up. He went and saw it in theaters, and he said that it is a little bit slow.
Mm-hmm. Which is
but there are some historically accurate battles.
Okay.
That are nitty and gritty, and when you watch them, you'll probably wince at them. You'll be like, oh my God, because they're that level of realistic. I mean, you remember when Black Hawk Down came out and some of the violence in that movie, you were just like, oh my God.
Hey.
Same thing.
Lone Gruffle fell from the helicopter at the beginning.
Yeah. Lone Gruffled. Nobody knows what his name really is. He doesn't know. They're like, could you say your name? I'd rather not.
Eon Grieflold? What? Is it an L or is it an I? I don't know.
Like, are there 4 syllables in consecutive order?
How?
He goes, no.
Yeah, and how many
like
vowels
that?
are in your first name? Most of them? Okay, great. Well, yeah, but kind of going back to that, that's kind of unfortunate with The Last Duel, man. That had 0 marketing. Like...
but it also came out in 2021. So, cinema, we accidentally killed cinema by having one side go, we shouldn't stream stuff, and another side going, but I want to make money still.
That turned into stuff. I mean, Christine and I, we're movie buffs, so we're gonna go if we can get to a movie theater, and obviously during all that time, if it was smart to do it, then we would do it. It was good. It's still a great experience, but now that we've experienced those things, those D-Box experiences, now I'm like, well, now the movies are more of an experience. Like, I never really bit down on the 3D stuff.
Yeah.
It was too much.
Yeah, 3D's whatever. But if that gives you more immersion through a surround sound.
Yeah. It's fun, man. The seat moved, and I was like,
yeah.
It felt cool. We're doing that with Spider-Man. I was like, this
nice.
is yeah. I was like, I feel like I'm not gonna go see a Scorsese film, and like, let's make sure it moves around. I'm like, no. In fact, most of the time I don't see a lot of Scorsese films in the theater because it's like,
not anymore. No.
I gotta get my old ass up and pause the movie and walk around for a second, let the dogs out.
Can you imagine a diner scene in a crime film for that theater and your seat shaking? It's like, why?
Every time like De Niro takes a bite, it's like he's like, what's happening? It's like, oh, that's just him breathing.
That's you get to experience the Parkinson's. You're like, oh no.
No. No. That's not why we're here.
You get what you get.
You get what you get. Oh my God, that's terrible.
It's an experience.
Jesus. Well, on that note, guys, we've been here for 3 hours. You probably learned 0, little to nothing.
Nothing at all.
At all. You got to see us talk about all the ridiculous stuff that we talk about on an everyday basis.
Yeah.
This is what we do. This is what we do for a living.
For a living?
Yeah, that's what we do for a living. This is what we're going to do for a living, Corey. You can make money off of that.
Just talking about Feisten bodies?
I guarantee you we can make money off of talking. Cap, hey, Cap, if you're still here, just know casting
market for you got to keep the cocaine on them.
The casting couch is ready for Feisten bodies. Is it? I forgot it was there. Oh my God! All right, I'm done. I'm done, Corey. All right, guys. We'll see y'all soon. Thank you for joining. It's been a long time, and it was a lot of fun to hear everybody talk about things. We got some cool lists that'll be coming up. We've got some more fun ideas that'll be coming up. There might be a sale coming up.
Yeah.
There might be a fun toy sale coming up. So you guys keep your ears open and keep your eyes open. Take care of yourself out there.